Wanga. Hang
What's
on,
up?
guys. Good to see you again.
Yes.
Fucking hell.
Our boy Billy's a bit sick over
A
here.
bit sick, a bit snotty. Yeah. Fucking
I don't know if you can see it, but we got a big piece of glad wrap in between us.
Yeah, no, we'll edit it out. But
In post.
I went down to Chinatown. And it has nothing to do with it. It has nothing to do with it. I just got sick, and that is it. I've got a chest infection for being too cool, the doctor said. The doctor
That's what I
said, I went in there, I go, I'm sick. He goes, true that. And he fucking did a kickflip. All right, guys. Well, this episode is going, it's fucking jam-packed.
It's a good one.
It's like the UFC today. In fucking Florida, mate, how cool are they? Like they're like only 70k active cases, new cases. Let's just fucking pack a stadium. Who gives a fuck? We did good. Pat yourselves on the back, America. Good on yous. But speaking of America, we have a few American guests today, and
One American, one Australian.
yeah. So today's episode is going to be about prisons, prison life, prison, all that cool stuff. So. This morning we organised 4 interviews, right? Two prisoners, 2 guards, and 2 people dropped out. Have a guess in the chat who dropped out. Anyway, they're gonna plead their case next week or in a few weeks, hopefully.
One of the guys got done for burglary, and we're gonna report him again because he stole our time.
And the other guy got done for jaywalking. Got some real fucking hard criminals. No, I don't know what the other guy got done for, but I'm sure it's real heavy. And yeah. But yeah, no, this has been good. How you been, Smith?
I've been good. Just trying to avoid
Me.
getting sick from this guy, but
Yeah.
I've been good. How you been?
Yeah, good, mate. Went to the movies this week with you.
You did.
Yes. Movie review too. First ever movie review in here. Me and a few of the boys, a few of the compost bin. Jakey's fucking pumpkin patch. We go watch every horror movie, no matter how stinky it looks, and we give it a rating. We watched that Wrong Turn, which you can get on DVD. I don't think you can get it at DVD, but JB Hi-Fi, if you want to fucking sponsor, I've seen that you have it. Dole, defend yourself in the chat if you want. Fucking.
No, he's too busy playing Dungeons and fucking Dragons.
Yeah, that's it. Next time, I know we all ask you guys, if you see us in the streets, fucking say one go to our face. If you see Dole, take him to the closest toilet and fucking flush that kid's head.
Or fart on him.
You fart on him, say I'm with Fart Boy and fart on him. Or flush that kid's head. Because he's kind of slipping. I'm thinking the sponsorship, like we do got a fucking good giveaway today though.
Yeah.
We got a good one. Let's
Something related to the episode, which is pretty cool. We're trying to do that every time.
The most realistic Vince Vaughn smashing cunts' heads in. Fucking Brawl in Cell Block 99. If you haven't seen it, it is a great movie. Very violent, very fun. And so what we're going to do for the giveaway later on is, Smith, you tell them.
All right, so we have a little bite teed up. If we can get to it, I'll get Billy to do that in a second. So we have a little clip teed up where basically you're going to have to state your name, your prison name, and what you're in for.
Prison nickname. So I'll do an example right here. Oh, yep. Oh, fuck. I'm fucking up.
You have a collect call from
Fast Hands Eddie.
an inmate from Couch Cowards State Prison. Do you accept these charges? Connecting you now.
Yeah, Smith was supposed to say yes.
Yeah. I was
And that was the example. But yeah, we want your prison name, and then we'll talk to you for a little bit. Tell us about your crime. Doesn't matter how big or small
why
it is.
are you in there?
Why are you in there? What'd you do? I'm sure it's
What
like
led up to that?
I'm sure it's as we found out, a lot of prisoners actually did nothing. I think 99% of them guys, if you ask them, they've done nothing. And we've got our boy here, Trent. Can you give us a can, Trent? Bit lethargic, the old Trent.
Oh, look at that.
Thank you, Trent.
He's back.
He's back. He's off the cheese. He's on keto, he keeps saying. I'm keto warrior. Shut up. Shut up, you warrior.
In his native tongue.
Before I flush your head. Trent from Punchy. No, Trent from Packy, mate.
Fuck. We recorded a little skit today.
Oh, yeah. So
well, we escaped prison, I should say.
Yeah, so the freaks that don't follow the Instagram, because I know there's a few of yous, this is what you're missing out on. This epic video. And like some say, oh, it looks like you filmed it in 20 minutes. And Ladbrokes would be fucking out of money if you had that bet because yes, it did take us about 20 minutes. But you can't rush art.
That's for sure.
And,
Right,
here we go.
But yeah, so last time we got done for using a copyrighted song, so I had to whip this.
Yeah, so Smiz actually, so that's the thing too. It's like Smiz made this song. It's actually really good.
It might sound familiar.
Yeah.
It's similar enough to not get done.
Smiz makes polyphonic ringtones in his free time to pay for our fucking habit of doing this stream. All right, go, buddy.
Alrighty.
Oh shit, yeah, man, you didn't claim my tax from my dog too. Yeah, what's my name? Got Dookie on.
Yes, that was epic. Round of applause.
Give us a cheer.
Ladies
Oh,
and-
fuck. That was
That's-
actually so much fun.
Yeah, it was fun. It was fun. But yeah, it's not all fun and games. We've got to get into the interview now. So we're going to do this one interview and then we're going to have a chat after it. I've got a business proposition for all the worms out there. Give us a hand. And I think we're going to talk about the next sponsorship.
Oh.
Get your head out of the toilet.
Or your ass out of it.
Ass out of the toilet. Fucking nerd.
All right.
Where are you? Show yourself, you fucking coward.
He's calling him out.
Yeah, he's not here.
Fuck yeah. All right, well, we're going to show our first interview. So
Hope
this
you
is
step on a 10-sided die, you fucking.
all right, let's do it. Enjoy. Cool. So today we are with an ex-prison guard. Is that correct?
Yes, sir.
Awesome, man. So how long did you do that for?
I was there for 3.5 years, just about 4 years.
I can only imagine you saw a lot during that time.
Yeah.
I saw a lot. Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. And so what made you get into what made you think to go, yeah, no, I don't want to be a prison guard?
So it's kind of a crazy story. I was working at a Buffalo Wild Wings.
Yeah, I like that
this is
place.
a
That's cool.
Yeah. And we had no bartender this night, so the regular bartender was sick. And so the manager asked if somebody wanted to bartend that night. So I did. And I had no idea what I was doing. I mean, I knew how to pour like a rum and coke, but I didn't know the fancier drinks.
Yeah.
And I met a couple guys that night that said they were on leave for training at the prison. And 2 weeks before then, I had learned that my student loans weren't renewed due to the financial crash.
Mhm.
And they said you should come work at the prison. The school pays your tuition if you work there. So I was in my junior year of college at the time, and I took that opportunity to go ahead and do that. So I got my last 2 years of college paid for
That's
by
awesome.
working at the prison.
Yeah. So how old were you around that time?
22.
Oh, cool.
22.
Yeah, yeah. It's God. So you would have been the fresh meat in there.
I was.
Yeah, it was-
They hire people as young as 18 to work there.
God. That's
yeah.
that's a bit.
yeah, that's a bit thrown in the deep end, don't you reckon?
Yeah, they did. They would.
You do a
definitely
course,
have
and
some-
like you were saying, you do a course in that before you go in.
Yeah, so there was a 12-week training that we would do.
Right. And does that
we
just
would
like
go-
have a bit of like self-defense and stuff like that?
There were self-defense portions to it. We were firearms certified too, so we had There was firearms training. There was physical self-defense. Um, a lot of I don't know if you guys are familiar with the term of like verbal judo.
Verbal
Learning how to
judo.
talk yourself out of a lot of situations, um, and just kind of learning how to live that life. I mean, especially with, I mean, at the time the job didn't pay very good. There were no qualifications to get it, so you'd get a lot of people that that had no idea what they were getting themselves into, um, applying for and getting that job. So that training was kind of opening the eyes of all those people of this is what you're doing, this is what you're getting yourself into, and this is what life's going to be like, at your new job.
Jesus.
Yeah, no, that's wild. I like the term verbal judo.
Yeah.
I'm trained in verbal martial arts as well. I just call it bants though.
Banter.
I'm a bants warrior, bants black belt, 2 Dan Sedan, 2 Dan bants black belt. But yes, but yes,
Yeah, it
judo.
was.
Yeah, that sounds cool.
Yeah, it was crazy, and I don't. I feel like that the training had a lot of really good intentions, um, but when you get in there, it's a whole different world.
Yeah, I bet. What was your first day like?
So I laugh at it. The first day was on the yard, so we would get assigned to different positions, different posts. But your first couple weeks there, you kind of rotate with experienced staff.
Yeah.
But my first day was on the yard, and I kind of remember just like walking through and trying to be like super respectful of the inmates. I would call them sir and stuff like that. But it was just kind of like you're just this young kid in this world of these guys. I mean, this is a maximum security prison. You're talking about,
Like hardened
lifer
Yeah.
murderers that have been in there for 40 years.
Fuck.
And
So-
you're in their world now. I mean, this is their world. I mean, we might get into this deeper as we talk, but as you stay there longer, we weren't running that prison. Those old guys were,
Yeah.
because they knew how good they had it. I mean, the way things were there were so smooth and easy because of how these old men that had been there for 10, 20, 30 years had arranged it. It was smooth. It was easy for them. And these young guys would come in, these old guys would make sure they knew, like, don't mess this up for us. Like, we have a good deal going on right now. But when you first go there to work, I mean, you don't know that. So there's an adjustment period with that too, from both ends of it, inmates and staff.
Yeah. I can only imagine that, I mean, with people being in there for so long, they know when there's a new guard, like,
Oh,
so,
for sure. Oh,
yeah.
they knew right away. Yep.
Yeah, I can imagine. Was it pretty intimidating?
Yeah, it definitely was. Yeah. I mean, it's a whole, you come from, I had been in college for a couple of years before this, and I was just doing the party lifestyle and working at Buffalo Wild Wings, like,
Yeah.
I didn't
Shout out
know
Buffalo Wild Wings.
what real responsibility was or real job was, and all of a sudden I'm thrust into this, this life.
Yeah.
It was definitely intimidating. It's an adjustment. It's their world is very much different than ours in those walls. And when you step through those doors every day into their world, you have to acknowledge that. I mean, you might be in that position of controlling that world, by the rules of the book, but it's still a different world.
So what was so with that world stuff? Like, what was the what was the things that stood out to you, like that were different, like lingo that they use or anything like that? Like, what stuck out?
They would have lingo, and it took me a while to kind of learn. You're 22 and you don't know any different. You walk by a guy and they spit on the ground in front of you. You don't know what that means.
Yeah.
But after you worked there for a while, it's kind of telling you to fuck off.
Okay.
Without
like
saying
a bull.
Kind of, like a bull stomping their foot in the ground.
Yeah.
It's the same thing. everybody's always trying to establish themselves there, and they always wanted to let you know when you walked in those doors that you were in their world too. I mean, we definitely had a control of the situation, but I definitely feel like those older guys and the guys that have been there for a while had control of things too. And
Yeah.
they kind of wanted to let you know that there is a
Like a
unwritten
balance.
set of there, yes, like a balance, like an
Yeah.
unwritten set of rules in those walls, and it worked well. And I don't want to talk over you guys,
Okay,
Nah,
but
dude, go ahead.
the one thing I always tell people is, like when I was, I met my wife and went on a date. We talked about jobs, and I talked about this prison. It'd be like summertime, and I could walk from one end of that prison. If I was assigned to the yard, I could literally walk from a weight pile where you have men that are in there for murder, violent physical acts of intimate murder, where they would hold someone's throat and kill him,
yeah.
working on a weight pile. And I could walk down the sidewalk to a softball field where they're playing softball with bats and balls and gloves.
Mhm.
And I could walk past that to a sand volleyball court where they're playing volleyball. And I could walk down and see them playing their saxophones, and walk down and see them playing handball. And you sit there on nights like that, and you have to remind yourself you're in like a maximum security prison. I mean,
Yeah.
there were definitely good days like that where you're just like, what is like what's going
Yeah.
on
Doesn't
right
sound like
now?
they have it too bad.
Yeah, that's it. Yeah, it seems
It
like we got it
doesn't.
easy. I think of like
It-
when I think of prisoners playing instruments, I think of the harmonica. I'd reckon just someone busting out Baker Street in the middle of the night. That'd
Bleeding
bang-
Gums Murphy
yeah,
style.
yeah. That'd be sick.
Yeah,
That'd be cool.
those guys were grandfathered in, so there was a rule that they couldn't get those instruments. But the guys that had been there for so long, they didn't take them. So they would make the new rule, would say that these guys that already had these things could keep them. It's kind of similar to smoking.
Oh, that's
When
cool.
they stopped smoking, any old inmates could still smoke, but new inmates couldn't until it kind of weaned itself out, until um, there was no smoking in there.
So in our prisons over here, they've just did a big thing where I thought it was a bit risque, but they said no darts, not allowed to have this. They're not. It's non-smoking prison. There's no smoking in them at all. Is that the same over in America, or
Yeah, there's no smoking anymore. No.
wow, how'd that go down? Was that a hard way?
Yeah, I can imagine.
So it was kind of before. It was right before I got there.
Yeah.
But from what I heard, that it went over a lot better than people thought it would go.
Yeah.
Because that was my question too. Is, I mean, how'd that go? Like, I could imagine
us-
it wasn't great.
It was wild. Like I've got a friend in prison at the moment, and he told me how they smoke cigarettes, and it's such a journey. Like, so what he was telling was that they get tea leaves, and then they can you hear us?
Yeah.
Yeah, sorry. They get tea leaves for their cup of tea and stuff, and then they get the nicotine patches, and then they soak that in together. They soak the tea leaf in the nicotine patch and leave that for God knows how long. And then they get the Bible and dip the pages of the Bible in milk, and then they let that dry out. And then, so once everything's dry, they pour all the tea leaves onto the paper and then roll it up and lick it and let that set. So the cigarette's there, so now you got to light it. So no one's got lighters. All them stoves are, I think, them like glass top ones, so there's no flame. So what they do is they smash a razor blade and then get it all soapy, and then stick it in the PowerPoint and let the sparks hit the dart. And then that's how they smoke one cigarette. It's a massive.
I mean,
they get smart.
MacGyver
They don't
style,
know.
yeah.
Yeah.
Their ingenuity on how they deal with food and tattoos and tobacco and drug usage is just incredible. And then you sit there and you think, so we would go on rotations every 4 months of different positions. So we could be on the yard, or we could be in towers. And like, for instance, we were in towers, we would sit there for 8 hours doing nothing. Like, you're in the tower, and you would be, your bathroom is up there, your microwave, but otherwise you're by yourself. You're alone, you're doing nothing, which kind of makes you think like an inmate. Like, what do you do with all this free time? and the way they think of things and how they can do things like with food or tobacco or tattoos or anything. It's just
Mm.
it's wild. But if you put a grown man in a place where he has nothing but time to think about how he's going to accomplish what he wants to do, I mean, it's kind of impressive. You know?
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
What would you say was the most
I
creative?
can hear you now.
Oh, there you go.
I
what
can hear you.
Awesome.
Sweet.
Well, yeah. What would you say was the most creative thing you come across, like in prison?
The most creative thing. I I gotta say they're burritos.
That's mint.
They would make these just incredible burritos out of nothing, to the point where like me and my friends would sit there and watch them, and on our days off we would go home and try to make them.
Oh, wow.
They were that
It was just
appealing.
no, they were not appealing. We just wanted to see what they were all about. I mean, they would take a tortilla and ramen noodles, kind of for that like rice type texture. Um, they could get chicken in a bag. They would do hot sauce. Um, uh, jalapenos they could get in a can. Just the ingenuity was just crazy.
Yeah.
Prison tacos, isn't it? Prison
Yeah,
burritos, I mean, sounds good.
I could go
they
one right now.
sound
Yeah.
good. They don't taste good. It
Yeah.
kind of
Oh, well,
reminds me
desperate
of
times call for desperate measures.
right. It's kind of a funny story. I hope maybe not funny, but we in that same building that we would see these guys make those. We had like a glass office right by the front door, so all these guys would have to walk by this glass office every day. And just to fuck with them, we would sometimes have like food parties where we'd bring like pizza and like Chinese delivery and stuff, and we'd have it in this big glass office where they could see everything. And just,
I
just
can
kind of
imagine
mess
even
with
the
them.
smell.
You'll
Like,
never get
Oh,
this.
yeah. No, there was a reason for it. And we usually do it when they were pissing us off, but we kind of had this like brotherly. It's hard to explain. Like everyone I knew did enforce the rules. Like we had people that were very serious about their jobs, but it's
Mhm.
kind of like a brotherly thing with these guys. Like an agreement. Like you're gonna do this, and we're gonna respond this way. And we
Yeah.
would just mess with them on stuff like that when they would just kind of like get a little bit out of line, like not too bad to where we had to like write anybody up, but just to be like, we're still in charge. It's hard to explain. I don't
Yeah, I
know.
know what you're
Yeah.
saying. Yeah,
Yeah,
Flexing.
yeah.
flexing.
Yeah, flexing on it. Yeah, that's it.
Yeah.
Strong Island. Alright. So did you see any what you call high profile inmates while you were over in doing it?
We did. So my prison had the chair.
Ooh,
Ooh.
the
Yeah,
Pikachu.
the Pikachu.
Yeah.
So what's funny is, so the reason I took that job, like I said, was to pay tuition for school. So I would take I worked 2 p.m. to 10 p.m. Saturday through Thursday. So my days off were Thursday night and Friday night. So on days where I had school, I had to go there and change. And it's always funny. I would tell people I changed in the observation room for the executions.
Wow.
I changed room.
Yeah.
Oh wow.
The big glass window.
So are they still actively using the chair when you were there?
No, nobody used the chair when I was there. And actually, when I was there, they were changing the chair to the table for
Lethal injection. Oh.
lethal injection. Yes, but nobody was executed while I was there.
Right.
Oh, yeah.
So the actual death row inmates were not kept at my prison; they were at another one. And if there was an execution, they would be brought to my prison.
Ah.
But there were definitely high-profile inmates at my prison. Like I said, a lot of those guys that had been there for 30 or 40 years, that really, and I to this day I believe, above us ran the show.
Ah.
They kept it very calm because they knew these new guys would come in, and they would tell these new guys like, "This is how good we have it."
Yeah.
Don't
check
Can I cuss on here?
Yeah, yeah, go
Go
nuts.
hard.
Don't fuck it up. You know?
Yeah.
Because after I'd worked there, a new prison was built and opened where they were sending the high security, rough gang member type guys that would not have worked at my prison. My prison was the older guys or the young, low profile crime guys, but we definitely had a lot of older guys that had been in some serious high profile crimes.
Anybody that we'd know?
You could look up Dexter Poindexter. And Mondo, his name is Mondo. I don't know if you guys are gonna edit this, but they planted some bombs that killed some police officers, like Black
Okay.
Panther type stuff.
Oh,
They were probably the two
Like the
higher
big ones.
profile that I know.
yeah.
The big fish.
Yeah,
Oh, yeah.
but they
Yeah.
ran that place. I mean, they would the young guys would come in and they would listen to them in an instant.
Yeah.
Oh, that's it. Calm them down, like you said. Yeah. Have a bit of order.
So it made it easy for all of us, And after I left, those guys had died, and I heard it's not the same at all. It's staff is being assaulted on a regular basis,
Oh, no.
and things just aren't the same. So I'm
Was that
glad
a
I was
common
there.
thing? While you
What's
were
that?
there as well, like attacks on staff.
Very rare, and I'll say this without I don't want to make it seem like I'm advocating for attacks on staff at all, but most of the time when a staff member was assaulted, we kind of saw it coming, if that makes sense.
Yeah, I know what you're saying.
One of the things when you go in there is when you go in there, you're in there for 8 hours, right? These guys are in there for 20 years, so you're going in their world. So there are rules in order to establish and follow. But some guys would go in there just kind of looking for trouble, and they would find it.
Yeah.
There's kind of an unwritten rule of, if you're a CO and you find a guy with that extra packet of hot sauce, is it worth your day to kind of write them up and ruin their day for it?
Yeah.
And the type of guys that would go in there and just do that sort of stuff were the ones that would find trouble.
Yeah.
Which is fair.
Yeah, well, that's it. There's still humans at the end of the day. If you just treat them with a little bit of respect, they'll treat you with respect, I guess.
Yeah, and I always felt that. I always felt it was, you give and you get.
Yeah, that's it. Yeah.
And after a few years, I would get to the point where inmates were coming up and telling me stuff, stuff that, snitching almost.
Yeah.
Stuff, right? And I would never turn them in. I would never do that sort of stuff. But I feel like whenever they would tell us that sort of stuff, it was because somebody was violating that order.
Yeah.
That was kind of ruining their,
I guess, time.
The smooth life they had.
Yeah.
The easy time they had. Because if a gang fight popped off, it was going to make life harder for everybody. We would lock things down, and you would lose the weight pile, you would lose gym, you would lose yard time, because once something like that was showing its ugly head, administration would shut it down really fast.
Well, with the like them having contraband and stuff, did you have to do room checks? Was that part of what you used that was to do? So what would you have to do?
We would have to do a certain amount of shakedowns every day. If we were in the yard, we would have to do shakedowns on individuals, pat them down and search them. I think the list was like at random. Yeah. I think the list was like 20 a day, and we'd have to turn that in to our sergeant at the end of the day. If we worked in the housing units, we would be responsible to do, I think, 3 or 4 cells. So we would have to go through those. And, like I said, if you're searching someone's cell and you find condiments or, extra ramen noodles, are you going to raise a stink about it?
Yeah.
So that was up to you. We would find things. I definitely found things that warranted, escalating the situation.
Yeah, like jetpacks and stuff like that.
jetpacks, nuclear
Yeah.
weapons,
Yeah.
hand grenades, stuff like that.
Yes.
You know,
But what was the weirdest thing you ever found?
the weirdest thing I ever found. All right. So there's a reason that they had to stop selling Jolly Ranchers.
Okay. So what's a Jolly
And
Rancher? Sorry, 'cause we don't have that over here.
you know Jolly Ranchers might be a different name down there, like a hard candy, like a fruit flavored hard candy.
Oh,
It
okay.
comes
Yeah.
in a little wrapper, individual size.
Oh, yeah.
Okay. So these little hard candies, individually wrapped. It started at the women's prison. The women were taking these hard candies.
Yeah. I think I know where you're going.
They were taking them and using an iron for the clothes, and they were molding them into certain shapes.
Oh, cool.
Yeah.
Like
And,
dinosaurs and stuff, yeah?
Dinosaurs. Yeah.
Yeah, cool. Yeah, sculpting.
Yeah, sculpting these hard candies that had yummy flavors into certain things.
Cool.
Yeah.
And
That
so
was
what
the
that got
idea.
down to the boy prison.
It did. Yeah. Word passes quickly amongst inmates,
Yeah.
despite prisons. And we definitely had, this was before like the woke transgender movement, we had some men that identified as women in there,
Yeah.
and they were the highlight. They had a lot of fans.
A lot of sculptures
I
coming
remember
through.
this one man, he called himself Gracie. He was he had a lot of fans.
Yeah.
And he used to run through the sprinklers. He used to put his shirt on a white T-shirt and he used to run through the sprinklers.
That's so good.
Yeah.
Oh,
That's so good. So what? Dudes are just like sitting there going, yeah.
They just watch him. They would just watch him go.
That's awesome.
They would just sit there. I mean, I feel like we talked about so much serious stuff. Yeah, let's talk about some of the funny shit. I mean, it was just he used to sit along the fence with guys, and he'd be like, jerking them off, and we'd try to catch him. So, like, we tried so hard to catch him, but they were so good at just like knowing we were coming.
Oh, that's so
It was
Got
funny.
them quick hands.
He was quick. I know that's good for his
like
friends.
Goro.
Bad
Yeah,
for
he's
us.
going scale. I'm out of there. Can't catch what
I
you
mean,
can't
it was.
see.
Yeah, it was. I mean, to this day, like, I'm not mad that I worked there. It was an experience. I saw some very, very bad, dark things. But I also just did it, and I saw, and I'm Facebook friends with a couple of those guys that were in there. We're still.
Yeah.
I ask them all the time, like, are you staying clean or how you doing? Like, and some of them have kids and stuff now, and I'm like, oh, like your family,
Yeah. End of the day, you want the best for them, don't you? You want,
I do. There was
Yeah.
nobody in there that and I would catch people with drugs. I mean, drugs is something I would never I never turned a blind to.
Yeah.
And I'd always write that up and stuff because that could lead to a lot bigger problems. But you always want the best for them, and I feel like the prison system here, we really need to focus on fixing what got them in there and like preparing them to get out. And I just don't think that we do. I think you put them in there and they learn worse criminal tactics. They get out and do it again. So I mean, it's just a system now in these like privatized prisons and stuff. It's a cycle. It's awful.
Mm. Well, yeah. Well, so I guess that's your thoughts on the prison system. So, like, what you're saying about the darker stuff? Do you got any of these darker stories you can tell us?
Yeah, I mean, there's the darkest thing that we had to do there was I saw a guy take his last breath after being stabbed to death.
Fuck.
Oof.
Was that like on the
Yeah.
like the courtyard or whatever?
He was in a housing unit. We had just locked down the yard for the day, normal thing. Going in for count, and we were just sitting outside, my friend and I, waiting them to clear the yard for count, and we heard a radio call for a fight in a housing unit, and we went up there, and it was just, again, I was young. I did not know that like a human body could bleed so much. I didn't know we had so much blood in us. When I tell this story, for this guy, and we got him on a stretcher, and we took him to the gate as we waited on an ambulance. And while we were waiting there on an ambulance, we sat there, and he looked up at my friend. And I'm to this day always thankful it wasn't me, but he looked up at my friend and took his last breath staring at my friend.
Jeez, heavy.
Heavy.
Yeah, it was wild.
Did they find the guy that did it, or do you know why they did it, or just?
I don't. I mean, that was that was above my pay grade at the time. You know, that was investigations and intel and stuff like that. But there were other times where I do remember this guy was beat within an inch of his life, and he ended up at like a care hospital. I don't know if you guys call it any different down there. Like a old folks home, but for younger people that just can't take care of themselves. And I was the last guard to sit with him. He was pretty much in a coma for the rest of his life. I was there the day that the fight happened. I remember going to his cell, and he had boot prints on his face from it was just blood from he had been kicked in his head so hard that the boot had left an imprint on his face. And then a few months later, I got an outside detail to go sit there at this care home for him. And I don't know if it's weird, but I did it when I took the cuffs off him for the last time. And as I was doing it, like I told him, I said, hey man, like I'm taking these off for the last time. I don't know if you can hear me. I don't know if you're in there. I don't know what you're thinking, but your cuffs are off. You're free. And I took him and drove him back to the prison. So there was definitely, it wasn't a bad job, but there was definitely some dark stuff in there. Just by nature, it is prison. There are bad people in there.
Yeah. Did you ever have to like turn a blind eye to any not obviously drugs and stuff like that, or weapons, but I mean to maybe an inmate doing something a little bit sus?
Oh yeah. Yeah. It's a pick your battle thing.
Yeah.
There would be certain inmates that would always give us details or info on what was going on, and I always think of one that was a tattoo artist, which unbelievable tattoo skills, unbelievable. I mean, you couldn't pay for this to go outside. I mean, I don't know what the bill would be, but he did them in there, and he always had his, CD players that he would adjust, work on, and people would look the other way, and people would get new tattoos, and you knew who did them right away.
Yeah.
But
so how would he even get paid? Like, would they pay him in food or just items?
I mean, things got really deep. I mean, you could have food, or he could have, if inmate X wanted a tattoo, he could have his girlfriend pay inmate Z's girlfriend outside to pay him. They would do that all the time.
Yeah.
I mean, wives and girlfriends were a big problem bringing stuff in and stuff. So, they would definitely help each other outside, outside the walls.
How would the women smuggle stuff in?
In their bras.
Their bras, yes.
In their lady parts. I mean, easy, guaranteed. They would come in for a visit, and we could pat them down, but it was very lax. I mean, we couldn't grab. We didn't want to grab.
Yeah.
And they would go up for a visit and go into the bathroom right away. And then they'd buy a bag of chips, and they would open that bag of chips, and they would put whatever they wanted in that bag of chips, and then they'd have a visit. Crisps, sorry.
We say chips.
Oh, you say chips. Okay,
we
so
say
I
chips,
studied abroad in London for a summer, so sorry, I had the crisp thing. So chips. Take a bag of chips. You take that bag of chips into the bathroom, and she'd pull whatever out of her, and she would put it in the bag of chips, and then she'd go into the room, and he'd pretend to eat chips, and he'd get what he needed to get.
The creative, that's for sure.
Yeah, no.
It was,
But then don't you have to pat him down as he comes back into the yard?
So you know what? We just talked about this. I just had some friends overnight, and we were talking about with my friends having another kid, we talked about snipping. After too many kids, snipping it
Yeah.
off, and so we talked about how the nurses would laugh at our small dicks.
Yeah.
So we were talking about how the nurses see 100 dicks a day, and I was talking about how at the prison I would see 200 dicks a day because when they come out of visit, we would strip search all of them.
Yeah.
Yeah, every single one.
And so what
Lift
would
them-
they usually
lift
put
them
stuff
spread.
in their prison pocket?
The prison purse.
Their prison pocket or their mouth. Yeah.
Yeah.
Right.
No.
Like it must have been pretty small items. Well,
Yeah.
I don't know.
I mean, and when we would find it, it was just kind of funny because we would find this like ditchweed in their shoes or something. I'd be like,
Yeah, yeah.
you're done this for what? Like you're gonna smoke a joint and spit in somebody's asshole for how long?
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah.
Desperate times. mate.
What happens if you do find something in someone's ass? Like, do you make them grab it out themselves, or do you have to put the gloves
we
on?
would send them up to the to the hospital.
Right.
And so we'd lock them in there until they would shit it out or
Yeah. Okay.
Get the barbecue tongs out.
the barbecue tongue, right?
Oh wow, fuck. So have you ever did any inmates ever intimidate you or like try to staunch you? Anything like that?
I can't really think of a time where anybody like specifically like tried to intimidate me. From day one I tried to just be respectful of them. I think I laid it down pretty quick that I wasn't playing games.
Yeah.
I wrote people up all the time. For egregious violations of the rules.
Oh
and
yeah. See what they
stuff
can get
like
away
that.
with.
Right, but I also let them know that I wasn't petty or picky, nitpicky. And I feel like that kind of helped me move up. Like I said, by the time I left, I was like an acting supervisor, and that kind of had something to do with like the rotation too, just natural luck. But I did promote while I was there. I didn't go looking for trouble.
Yeah.
I was never there to. If you wanted trouble, you could find it, for sure, every day. And there were people that did that, but definitely there were guards that did that.
Yeah. Just kind of being dicks.
Yeah, I mean, you can be, but like I said, you got to pick your battles. There were definitely
Yeah.
things that were drugs and, intimidating and causing trouble. Looking for fights, stuff like that was definitely worth sticking your head in.
Mm.
But like I said, like the little underground black market and stuff they had, like, was it worth getting in there? Probably not.
Yeah. So would like just say if one inmate from another gang had drugs, would he sell that to another gang, or is it kind of just stick to your own kind of group?
Oh yeah, money always talks.
Yeah, right.
Yeah. The groups work together as long as it's back to the unwritten code. As long as you're just doing your business, you're just doing business.
Mhm.
There was there were no like blockades or anything like that. They could, if the problems arose, they would do that. They would say, X can't interact with Z.
Right.
But they really didn't. They would just kind of, if one guy had an in that was getting him, drugs or whatever he needed from the outside, he would take advantage of that. And would he charge more, for the opposite gang? Yeah, he sure
Yeah.
would.
Yeah.
But there was nothing, as long as I was there, that was saying, these people couldn't do that.
Do you have any more funny stories by any chance?
No, Jesus. Could write a book. We used to play softball against them.
Yeah.
Yeah, once a year we would go in and we would play softball.
What, like guards against cons?
Yes.
Cool.
Yeah.
Shirts and
Yeah.
skins.
I can only imagine how competitive that would get.
Yeah, I mean, but that's one of those things where like you're sitting in the middle of it and you're like, what the fuck is like, is this fucking real? Like I'm doing this right now? Yeah, once a year we would just get a ragtag group of of guards together, and we would play these inmates who had nothing but time
Yeah.
to play each other in softball, so we'd get our asses kicked, every time. But it was fun, and you're sitting there and you're playing these guys, and you're like a catcher, and inmate X is a life murderer with a metal bat right in front of
Yeah.
you. And so, I mean, those were always fun. I always made sure to do that. It's a whole different world, and since working there, I've always just been an advocate of we really need to help these guys better themselves, because if we're not giving them a chance to better themselves while they're in there, then we're only making it worse for them when they get out.
Yeah. And then they're going to go back in.
They're going to get right back in there. They're
Yeah,
only going to
just-
learn criminal tactics. We had a GED program that only took like 12 guys at a time in a 1,200 man prison.
Like I was saying earlier, one of my mates that's in there, he's doing a bit of time, and he reckons that the turnover rate, you see people do petty stuff like for drugs and stuff, and then you'll see him again. Like they go, "Oh, I'm getting out today," and then they go way back in. He goes, "I did the same shit." Like they're not learning.
That's their life now.
Yeah, that's it. He's just like, because he's doing a bit of time. He's like, "Fuck, if I had the chance to get out, this is the last place I'd like to come back to." But they don't care. They just come back. Yeah, whatever.
Right, and that's kind of one of the things where, like, how do you make prison too easy? Well, then you look at, like, Norway and Switzerland,
Yeah.
and their prison is easier than you can.
Yeah.
Their
Yeah,
life
what-
is better than
inmates
I
walking
am.
around with knives in the
Are
kitchen.
you talking about that show? What is it?
Deadliest Prisons or
Deadliest
whatever.
Prisons.
Yeah.
Have you ever
Yeah.
watched that?
Where
Do
they
you
go
think
over
that
there
guy's-
and these guys can just walk out the front fucking door.
Yeah. Do you think
Go to
that
work.
guy's too keen to get his gear off? He's like, he's always like, then they had to strip search me. And I'm
Oh,
like,
the one that goes to the Netflix one that he
yeah,
goes to, like,
yeah. He's always
Brazil
getting his
and
gear
stuff.
off. He always loves it. You see, I think he likes it too much.
I think he's probably getting handies from people.
Yeah.
Through the fence. Yeah.
He's like, I was in prison for 10 years for something I didn't do.
Right.
Now I'm
So
going
let's
back.
fucking go
I'm
back.
like, what the fuck are you going back?
How much are you paying me, right?
Yeah, oh yeah, that'd be. Yeah, but some of them prisons that he goes, mamma mia.
They look bad. I know.
gnarly.
I
Like
know.
the
Yeah.
African one. That looks crazy.
But I
Yeah,
just
the
feel like
Brazilian one. Oh, ugh.
if you're going to incarcerate somebody like that, I get it. I understand that, and there should be punishment for that. But we should also be trying to make things better for them when they get out.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I agree.
So I didn't feel like there was a lot of that where I was. So, and I see it. I still read the news articles from where, I've moved away from there since, but I look at the news articles and I've seen guys that were in there for nothing that are now in there for murder. They're right back there.
Yeah.
So what did we do? Did we teach them coding, teach them something,
Yeah.
give them a chance.
Yeah, no, that makes
Mhm.
sense.
Maybe give
So a
all
lot of-
inmates a saxophone.
Yeah.
Give them
Give them recorders.
Think of the fucking jazz bands we could
Yeah.
have.
Go put them in the recorder block. Just
People
everybody
always talk
playing hot
about
cross
how-
buns.
The roaring 20s, think about it. Actually, you know what? You're onto something here. The roaring 20s after the Spanish flu were crazy and were a lot of fun for everybody. Like the big bands,
Yeah.
we're probably back into that. After COVID, we're going to get in the roaring 20s again. Let's get some fucking big bands on there.
Hell yeah.
Right.
Let's fucking equip our prisoners with bandstand instruments and let's fucking go.
How is the prison system with COVID over there? I haven't been able to see my mate in over a year. I think we're just started to be able to do it. Is there no visitations or anything like that? Or
So I work in foster care,
Yeah.
which is fucking shitty too. We can have another talk about that someday.
yeah,
if you
that
want.
sounds brutal.
Freaking
Yeah, no, we'll
foster
pencil you in for that.
adoption care.
That's a heavy one. I know a few.
Which is
people in-
way worse.
Yeah,
Mm.
yeah, no.
But we do have parents that are in prison. So I don't work in the prison anymore, but I do know that visitation now is only video. They're not letting any
Yeah.
in person.
God,
Which is
must be
probably really
pretty
helping
rough
with
on
the
'em.
drug problem in the prisons. Yeah.
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 Oh yeah,
'Cause that
probably
was
would.
the-
Yeah.
Number one source of our problems. Cell phones. These guys would stick cell phones in their fucking ass.
Yeah.
stuff like that. And this was back in the day. We're talking 2012, so these are not little cell phones.
Bricks,
These are
yeah.
Big bricks.
bricks.
Get that Nokia up, yeah.
You know, imagine calling your mom.
Do you
on
reckon the
that.
phone companies are like, it's just like the what you call it, slim? They're like,
Mom,
yeah,
I
you know
love
why
you,
you're
but the
doing
phone
that.
tastes like shit.
Oh, mate. Well, I think that's about it, mate.
Yeah.
Thank you so much for doing this. This was heaps of fun.
You're a
No
legend.
problem, man. If you guys want to do a foster care,
Oh, dude, yeah.
we will.
Nah, that's
Like,
hairy. I get so
I
frustrated
got
with
way
that.
more stories on that
Yeah,
one.
nah, foster cares. That's insane. Yeah, no, we will do something like that. But
Yeah,
but yeah, we'd have to watch how we do it because it's such a touchy subject. And
it's
like,
very,
it's
and I
very
still work there now.
Yeah. Yeah, like I have friends that do the that are in that kind of stuff. And you gotta have some patience, man. Because like the stories that I've heard are just like for example, it's just like the boy wanted to see his mum a lot, and then she's just like, I don't think it's working out. I go, it's not a fucking Tinder date, man. That's your child. Like fucking oh dude, I was fuming. But yeah,
I hope I was able to give you a good.
Oh,
Good
dude, we
look
fucking
through
loved it.
that.
We loved
That
it.
was
We loved
awesome.
it. Thank you so much for being on the podcast, mate. It's been it's great.
You're
It
a
was
legend,
great.
dude.
It's been a pleasure. It's been a pleasure. It's been
Thank
great
you.
talking to you guys.
Thank you. And
We'll
yeah,
definitely chat to you soon.
we'll
that's for
definitely
sure.
keep in contact with you.
All right, sounds good. Have a good one.
Cheers, mate.
Thank you so
Catch
much,
up.
mate. Bye.
Yo.
Yo.
What'd
Wow.
you think?
Wow, that was epic.
Yeah. I love
Oh, fuck.
the part where he's talking about the dude with standing in the sprinkler in his white shirt.
Yeah.
Funny
Sounds like
shit.
they all wanted him to do it.
Fuck it.
Bit of morale boost. But
Oh,
yeah,
that's so
no,
good.
it was a good interview. Good
Yeah.
interview. We're gonna break it up with gonna do a bit of a movie chat.
Yeah.
Bit of a movie chat.
what do you got for us?
Well, I don't actually have anything for movies.
I guess you could do your book review.
No, that's sacred.
Okay.
This is where we were in the movie, though. Fuck, I was scared. I can tell you that right now.
Ski one up. Bit of oral judo, mate.
Yeah, a bit of oral judo. Bit of tie fucking shoelaces with my tongue, mate. But yeah. Yeah. So this is gonna be the first ever. We should have fucking made a movie. I'll see if I got a fucking sand in the sandbank for movies.
Diseased Raccoon. Talking of prison, you all seen the film A Prophet?
No.
I haven't.
No.
I will look into that though.
Speaking of films, have we all seen the film? Brawl in our cell block, R99. Vince Vaughn, toughest movie he's ever been in.
Yes.
Gnarly
That
head
could
tat.
be yours.
This could be yours. You could be, you got your little nephews coming over. You go, hey guys, I got a, Vince Vaughn. Wedding crashes, golf smashes. Let's watch this bad boy.
Yes, but just again, we're going to do our little giveaway soon.
Giveaway
I think we'll
soon.
do it after the second interview.
Yep,
We'll open up the phones, and you just have to tell us your prison name and what you're in for.
Yes.
So get creative, guys.
Get creative. So we went and seen the movie that everybody's talking about, Unholy. Everybody's talking about it. Fucking people out the front of the house are talking about it. And I was like, have you seen Unholy? How good's Unholy? Oh, that's crazy. But we're not paid by big movies. And guess what? There's a little sneak peek of the film in the trailer I'm about to play you. The one I handed all the footage over to Steven Stilsbergs, and he edited it together. It's got nothing to do with me. I didn't do it.
Nah?
And, no. Not at all. Not at all. Old Dick Fingers McGee here. No, I can't do that. I'm not good enough for that. I'm as what they call tech-tarded. And that's why Smith is pressing all the buttons. I get my cool little button board like that. That's about it. It's like, where you used to get them books. My mum only got me them books with them buttons. I'm like, if I don't get to press a sound when I open a page, fuck off. not for me.
We had Sheldor Bazinga. Y'all seen Brokeback Mountain?
Yeah, I have.
Yeah,
Have.
Billy's life story.
Dude, I used
we
to
watched that doco on Billy, yeah.
we used to have Brokeback Mountain in the high school library. I used to rent that out so much and put it in my mate's book. They just throw it on the roof. Yeah, very funny, Billy. I know that was you. Then that's my issue. Yes, doing pranks like that. Not that it's a
Classic
prank.
gag.
It's a good book. Get into it. I like the bit where they go camping. All right. So we are going to play the first ever movie review with some of the boys.
Yes.
You'll see some of them. Big Cock Daddy was there. Troppo. And others. And others.
All right. Here we bloody go.
Yeah, I think PSP Bandit 2020 was there as well.
All right, let's get it.
Here it is.
This is the movie we are about to see. Yeah, Daniel, I'll pay you back then.
Nope.
Oh, well. What's your favorite Pokemon, Smith? But?
I'll have 2 number 9s, a number 9 large, a number 6 with extra dip, a number 7.
Get out of here, J. Paul. No, it's not for me. I'm drinking water. Say something to the camera. Here we go.
Headshot.
Go skin.
I will.
Hey. Are you okay?
Thank you.
Come here, rude boy.
That was great.
That was a good little movie review. Alright.
I'm with you with the 2 out of 5.
Yeah, 2 out of 5.
It was a stinky movie.
It was pretty stinky.
I wasn't into it.
Yeah, it had its moments. It was all right.
Yeah.
But there was this part where it's just like it shows the river and then it's just like CG fucking... You know, like you used to be able to get that app and like you'd be in the supermarket and like you can add explosions and shit like that. Like it legit just looked like that. Like they've added this fucking creepy crawly hood person. Like, get over it. It's not that funny. I mean, not that scary. There was a couple cool jump scares.
There was a lot of
Very cheap.
cheesy, yeah,
cheap
like
jump
cheap.
scares.
That's the better word for it. Like there's one part, spoiler alert, where this guy's about to die, and it is the slowest death. The way I described it is like the steamroller part on Austin Powers, where they're like, you could easily get out of the way of that.
And the thing is, he goes, everybody, get out of the way. And then he gets clocked
just
by
standing there, like,
by whatever
screaming.
it was. So, everybody, get out of the way. And then he's like, nah, but me, because I'm tough. I'm going to hip and shoulder this object. But yeah, fucking stinky. It had Negan in it. What's his name? Juicy Boy, Citrus. What's his name? Here we go. Nigga bash any heads in. Nah, just mine. I tried to get some footage of Big Cock Daddy in the cinema because he is notorious for jumping. It is so good.
Out of the corner of my eye,
Yeah.
I would constantly, every time there was a jump scare,
He'd fucking
you'd just see
dude. One
fucking
time we
throw some
were watching It, and I always sit next to him because it's like fucking 4D because he'll fucking jump and fucking get ya. And Jeffrey D. Morgan, he was pretty good. It was pretty good. I thought it was gonna go.
I like
for,
that guy.
Yeah, I thought it was gonna go for forever, but nah, it's a bit of fun. Go say it, fucking. So for this
Or
year,
don't.
yeah, or don't go. For this year, so we have a golden pumpkin and a golden peg, and the two movies are at the moment are Wrong Turn, and that is front runner for Golden Pumpkin and Golden Peg.
Golden
sorry,
Blumpkin.
I'm sorry, Unholy, but you got the peg at the moment. But I think Conjuring the Devil Does the Dirty Work or whatever it's called, fucking trailer released. That looks like baby Austin Powers. Can you just get have you seen that?
No.
Just go to YouTube. Just write YouTube the devil fucking does a backflip or whatever it is, Conjuring 3.
Devil does a backy.
Devil does double Dutch and me dong or something like that. The devil made me do it.
You were close.
Yeah, I was getting there. See, it looks like looks like baby Austin Powers. Like, do you really want to see that? Can we zoom in on that?
Look at that, guys.
Look at that, baby Austin. Do I make you scotty, baby? Baby Austin. Yeah, but yeah. That's front right. I don't know.
Hilarious.
I don't know. It's about that fucking the Warrens. I don't know any good Warrens. Dylan Warren, fuck off. Them Warrens that are fucking crooks and try to get Isabel and all that shit. Not Isabel, fucking Annabelle, whatever. Isabel. Oh, while we're on that topic, anybody play Smash in the chat, fucking give us a fucking thumbs up. If you reckon you can beat me, you're wrong. So
Yes,
So,
let's
but
have another tournament.
that's an open invite. If anybody thinks they can catch these fucking hands, I dare ya. But I doubt it. We might even
He's actually a beast.
We might
Him
even
and his
play it
brother
on
got to
the
final.
Twitch. We might even play it on Twitch because we'll just put the Luigi's Mansion background on the whole time, and then that counts as spooky because there's a couple ghosts in there, a couple goblins. But
yeah, the tournament. We actually did a Smash tournament for your brother's
yeah, we
birthday.
did that. That was pretty good. I'm
That
different
was-
now.
I don't think he wants to talk about that one because
I come second, but no, I'm Banjo now, and Banjo is in my life, and I'm pretty sure I'm the best in the world, low key. If anybody wants to put me to the test, go ahead. But you know,
I'll bet you later.
Yeah, all
after
right.
this.
I actually got my fucking GameCube control here, so there's not a chance.
He's got his pro controller.
But anyway, I think we're gonna go into. Oh fuck! Do you want to do another?
Yeah, what do you
Do you want to do the other interview right now, or it's not as long?
yeah, whatever.
Yeah, let's do it. And then we've got a business proposition. I want the worms to get together and fucking get us this business deal. And
I don't know about this one yet.
yeah,
so
no,
I'm
it's
pretty
gonna be
keen to hear
funny.
it too.
And then we've got the movie giveaway, and then we'll fucking tuck our little worms in the bed and fucking kiss them on the head, as we always do.
Mhm.
All right,
Smoochies.
give him a smooch. Give him a. All right, get in there.
All right.
Lock up your prison purse.
Hello.
Yo,
Hey.
how you going, bud?
Sorry, I didn't realise I was muted there.
Nah, all good, all good. It happens all the time.
I haven't used Zoom before, but all good.
No, all good. Well, thanks for taking the call. Yeah, I think we'll get started. How about we start off, Smith?
Cool. So, you previously worked at a prison, is that correct?
Yeah, so I worked at Port Phillip Prison in the early 20s for a couple of years. Yeah, about 3 years.
Yeah, and how'd you get started there?
A bit of a funny story, but to keep it short, I just I had a friend who worked there, and I was sitting at university at the time, and I just threw a resume in the ring, and I got a job. It was pretty easy actually.
Yeah. So how old were you at that time?
I was 18. I was,
Oh,
I was the
wow.
youngest.
Oh, and so did you have to do a course or anything like that before they threw you in there?
Yeah, so you do. It's an internal course. It's about a six weeks from memory, maybe a little bit longer, worth of training, and the training is brilliant. Honestly, like, you're definitely prepared by the time you're out on your own.
Yeah,
I
we
thought it
just
was really-
we just interviewed another prison guard, and he called it verbal judo.
He said you learned a bit of verbal judo. He's from America, so
Yeah, verbal. I haven't heard the term verbal judo, but that's a pretty good way to talk about it. A lot of it is like, the prison guard or the correctional officer, they're called here. You're supposed you have to win every argument, kind of thing. So verbal judo is a good term. I've never heard that.
yeah. So it's a bit of I know you are, but what am I? Throw that out a bit.
yeah. Spot on, that. Even good work, people are gonna go for it, I reckon.
Yeah, I know you are, but what am I? Go back to your jail. All right. So did you see any high profile inmates while you're over there?
Yeah, you see them all the time.
Yeah.
So
Who'd you see?
so probably the highest profile one was Julian Knight,
Oh,
but he's been in there for ages, and like you'd see him every day.
yeah, a bit of a weirdo.
Yeah, look, but I've heard a lot of stories about him when he was earlier in his prison sentence being a bit hard to deal with. By the time I got there, he'd been in jail for a long time, obviously,
Yeah.
and he was just a pretty normal guy to me. Like
Yeah.
I never had an issue with him. Spoke to him. I would have spoken to him. Had heaps of chats with him. Nothing personal, but I never had an issue with the guy.
Yeah.
Also, the time I was in there, it was not long after a lot of the prosecutions for all the gangland violence in Victoria happened.
Yeah.
So we had a lot of those kind of guys through there.
Mm.
And then, so Port Phillip, I'm not sure if it's still the same, but when I was there, say a prisoner was at Barwon, they'd come to Port Phillip for maybe a week while they're going in and out of court, the court system. So you see a lot of guys that were in the news currently going in and out of the prison.
Okay.
So being
So, yeah,
18, I was going to say, so being 18, what was your first experience like, your first day? How'd you find that?
I don't think age-wise it would have been daunting no matter what. I personally,
Yeah.
so I look a little bit older than I am. I always have.
Mhm.
And when I was in there, I grew a beard to make myself look even older because
Yeah.
they definitely saw my age as a sign of weakness.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But it's very daunting the first couple of days for sure. And they purposely make it daunting, not just the prisoners but the guards as well, just so that you're kind of on your toes a bit.
Right,
Hmm.
right.
Don't get
So yeah, it was
relaxed.
really good. Yeah, but you get used to it after probably a month. It's like any other job.
Yeah.
And they have this in all the time. It's like you're not paid for what you do; you're paid for what you might have to do. And so, like most days, you put your feet up and take it easy. And then, once a year, something really horrible happens, and you hope you're not a part of it.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. Always keeps you on your toes, I guess.
Yeah, for sure. And like, it's one of those things. Complacency is a huge issue. I never had any issues with it because while I was there, I never kind of stayed in the same area. I moved around the prison quite a bit.
Yeah.
But some people, like when I was there, I think they still do it the same. They're 12 and 3/4 hour shifts. So you start at, I think it was like 7 and you knock off at almost 8 p.m. at night.
Jesus.
So a long time straight there.
Yeah, who's locked up? Who's who's walking who, mate? Who's actually locked up in there, mate?
So for me, it was all good because I'd be in a different like area each day. But a lot of guys, they're spending 12 and 3/4 hours in this one ward. Then the next day, 12 and 3/4 hours in the same spot with the same people. And then the next day, the same spot, the same people. So you kind of build relationships.
Yeah.
Prisoners. That's usually in the prisoner's favor if you build a relationship because they want that,
Yeah, for sure.
The-
Yeah. Did you ever have to turn a blind eye to anything going on in there?
So there was one time, this was pretty high profile. This was like my, I don't know what the term is, but this was probably the most serious thing that ever happened to me where like I had a lot of control over the situation. So it was, I think it must have been about 2010. It was a big news story. There was a guy who, everyone would have heard of it, pulled up on the Westgate Bridge and he threw his children off the bridge. I'm not sure.
Yeah.
So I was working in the visitors section this day, and the way that the visitors section works at Port Phillip, there's guards out the front, but then once the prisoners away from normal people, there's guards out the back, and they get a strip search and everything, and they're kind of segregated by the kind of crimes they've committed. So there's like a general population, and then there's like protected guys, and he was obviously a protected guy because he's in the media and was pretty heinous crime.
Yeah.
And so I was the guard in charge of that section, and my mate that I was working with, he'd just gone away for a bit, so it was just me. And I remember he came up to me and he said, "Look, mate, you got to get me out of here. You got to get me out of here. They're going to kill me. They're going to kill me." And I was like, I wasn't sure what was going on. And then the other guys, so this group of guys, they're like, they call you boss. Everyone calls you boss. You know what he did, boss? Let us at him. And like I had to make the decision. I'm not going to lose my job, whether or not he deserved to get that to happen to him. That's not my decision to make.
Yeah, that's exactly right.
Yeah.
That's not your decision to make.
Yeah, so I split that up.
So you opened the gate. Let him go.
Hard to explain that it's
Yeah.
like it'd be like being in a house and I just took him out of the house. The other guys were stuck in the house.
Oh.
Yeah.
But they were
Yeah.
like, nah, leave him. Leave him.
They were like literally turn a blind eye, boss, and
Yeah.
doing some damage. And back 20 years ago, that would have for sure happened.
Yeah.
Yeah.
20 years ago, the way that the workplace culture was, I would have left the room and they would have dealt with each other. But it's come a long way.
Yeah. That's gnarly.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was, and it's one of those things. Those kind of situations, you don't realize you're in them until afterwards.
yeah.
Often, yeah, because I was like, at the time, wasn't super clued on to exactly what was going on, but I just did my job properly, and yeah, nothing happened. Because once again, like, this guy's probably not a good person, but that's not. I'm not the.
You're not the judge during the execution. You can't be. You know,
Yeah.
it's not a choose your own adventure thing here.
yeah.
Yeah. But so well in their rooms, did you have to do the room checks and make sure they had any contraband or anything like that?
Yeah. So there's a few different ways that that's done. So I only ever one. So say there's like regular ones. So I'll have a list of things to do once a month, kind of thing, and it might be 3 room checks in a month, just random prisoners. So I'd go into their room and they're kind of like they don't know it's going to happen, but it's not a super duper thorough check either. Like you just have a quick look around, make sure they're if they want to hide something, they're going to hide something. That's probably how I should put this. Like it's pretty hard to find something that they don't want you to find.
Yeah.
And then there was a stage there where so the technology's probably come a fair way now, but back then they used to be able to tell that there was a mobile signal coming from inside the prison. So someone would call or something, and at one stage they knew that somewhere in the prison there was a mobile phone, which is like highly against the rule.
Yeah.
So what was happening was every day for like a month, maybe a random ward, everyone would get taken out of it and you'd just tear the place to shreds. Like you'd pull everything, take everything apart you could. And those, I only did it for 1 or 2 days, but like, it sucked for the prisoners because like, you know, they're just chilling.
Yeah.
You go in there and imagine someone coming in and just trashing your house and then just fucking off.
Do they get pissed off at the person that has the phone? Like, do they kind of take it out on them?
I don't know. I don't know that side of it. When I was there, this phone, if there was a phone, was never found. And there's like lots of other contraband, but I think they're thick as thieves, as the term is. You know.
Yeah. Because that was me. I'd be like, dog didn't let me play Snake, and now my room's getting trashed. I'm dobbing. I'm dobbing.
I was just thinking, I'm guessing, they bring the phone in probably in their ass, but like, what about a charger?
Yeah.
Yeah, well, that was the big thing, was a lot of them didn't have, like, they'd find a phone that was dead because they couldn't charge. So that actually, it's funny you bring that up. That used to happen. And phones obviously used to be smaller than they are nowadays. So
yeah,
I think a lot of people, that would have been the way that they did bring them in. But before Port Phillip was around in Pentridge days, what they used to do is they'd put usually it was drugs, but some kind of contraband in a tennis ball, and then they'd get a tennis racket and just punk straight over the fence.
Fuck, you'd want to be a good shot.
Yeah.
Well, you never know where that's going to lead. But that was really common.
So what we've been learning about these prisoners is they get pretty crafty. What's the most crafty thing you've ever seen?
Crafty?
Yeah.
Look,
like the tennis ball seems pretty up there. That was pretty funny. But yeah.
Their tattoo guns are probably what interested me the most. But I don't know if they're still able to do it now. But back then, they could have a Discman.
Yeah.
If you were like privileged enough, if you've been a good enough guy, you could get a Discman, and they'd take the Discman apart, use a pen, and the center part of the discman that spun that would push the needle in and out, and they'd make like a discman and a pen into a tattoo gun. It was that was really crafty.
Yeah.
Yeah.
MacGyver
And like
style.
some of them were, MacGyver style hard, and some of them were really, really good artists as well. So they'd be using like literally pen ink. So the tattoos didn't look great, but they could have been great had it been
Yeah. Fucking hell. Did ever like inmates try and intimidate you?
Yeah, all the time, every day. That's like half the job, mate.
Oh, really? Yeah, because we'll just look at this guy in America. Reckons they never try to do that, like a little bit, but every day.
I'm not sure. Maybe because America, like a correctional officer or prison guard, whatever they are over there, is a bit more full on. Whereas over here, like the uniform I wore, it's like a school uniform. I didn't look like a badass or anything. I had to wear a tie. Like,
oh, true.
That's a bit dangerous, isn't it?
Yeah, like the transporter.
Yeah.
They're like clip-on ones. They're all over.
Oh, that's it. Yeah, no, they're not that dumb.
But all the time, like literally every day. But it wasn't like flagrant. Like they wouldn't come up and stand over the top of you.
Yeah.
But they're very crafty in the way that they speak. And as you said earlier, the verbal judo, they'll be using their verbal judo against you a bit. And
Yeah.
off like my technique to always deal with that is I just pin prisoners against one another. So if someone tried to intimidate me, I'd just say, look, well, you're going to ruin this for all of your mates. And I'd make sure his mates were around to pull him into line kind of thing.
Yeah. Come on, man. I'm waiting for my tennis ball to come over the fence. They rock the boat. Yeah, they're still doing the tennis ball stuff now. I've heard from one of my mates that's in there that they're doing that. And
are they?
Well, they're still doing the tennis ball technique. I think they'd catch on to it. But what I was going to say is, so why'd you stop working there? Is there any reason, or is it just over it?
So I moved overseas.
Okay.
And when I moved overseas, I kind of went on like an unpaid leave, which they gave me for 12 months.
Mm-hmm.
And I came back before the 12 months had ended. But in those 12 months, you have a few qualifications you have to upkeep, like your capsicum spray and your mace and your baton training and all that stuff. So my qualifications for that had lapsed.
Okay. So did they test you and you sprayed yourself in the face? You had it the wrong way?
No, they didn't. No, that was the whole reason I lost the job, was they wouldn't retest me. Like, 12 months. It went past 12 months, and I never was able to get back. And I applied to go back. I really liked the job, honestly. I applied to go back probably 2 years later, and they said that due to organizational culture, they don't want to hire ex-prison guards. So I never got a shot back in.
Okay.
So look, I think it's a great job. The time I was there, like, I don't know what it's like now, but the pay was awesome for my age. I was earning really good money. I was working 3 or 4 days a week. Like, I loved it. I thought it was a great job.
Yeah. So do you think the prison system works?
It's a tough question because it's a huge system. Some parts of it do, some parts of it don't. I think the biggest issue, well, funding's an issue everywhere, obviously, but I think the biggest issue is it's not. So there's this saying that like prisoners make prison hard for prisoners. So like the guards don't make their lives hard, prisoners make each other's lives hard.
Yeah.
And the biggest issue that I see is, you're putting, say someone goes in there for drug charges, they might get intimidated in there, they might fuck up, and then they end up with, they get taken out of an area where they're just with other guys that have drug charges to violent offenders or something. And all of a sudden this guy who's, got busted for doing something that 50% of Victorians do every weekend.
Yeah.
In there with guys that are really bad people. And you have to look after your own interests. So they probably make a lot of relationships that are bad for them in the long run.
Yeah.
And I think, honestly, that's the biggest issue. Like, the system while I was in it came a long way from like not no longer assaulting prisoners, caring more about mental health, taking time to actually think about that stuff. It must have come a long way since I was there as well. But the biggest issue for me is like, you're just mixing guys that, someone messed up, made a little accident, and he's in prison with Julian Knight.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's probably the biggest issue in my opinion. And I don't know a good way of fixing that either. That's tough.
Yeah. What was the craziest thing you saw in there?
Craziest thing I saw? Look, I don't probably really have a lot of good stories about what I saw. I had an uneventful career while I was there, which was good.
Yeah, that's what you want.
Yeah.
There was one day, this is probably my best story while I was in there, and this is what didn't firsthand happen to me. So I was doing this shift called a crib shift. So you start in the middle of the day, you're only there for 6 hours, and you just go to each ward and cover people's breaks, right? And I'm a bit of a bludger, so what I'd do is I'd go in, I'd cover everyone's breaks, and then I'd take my break at the end so I could knock off 45 minutes early.
Nice.
Nice.
Is that bludger or is that smart?
Yes.
I think that's prison smart. Yeah. Learning.
So anyway, this day I was meant to cover these 3 different sections, and one of the sections, so I'll paint you a bit of a picture. This section, it's for guys that have come out of the equivalent of like solitary, and instead of going straight back with everyone else, they do some time in this one. So there's a top floor and a bottom floor, and while the top floor's out, the bottom floor's locked up. While the bottom floor's out, the top floor's locked up, and they're not allowed to mix.
Right.
And each is out for 6 hours a day instead of the usual 12. And on this day, that was where I was meant to be on my last cover, like my last crib, but I'd pissed off. So I'm sitting in my car out the front of the thing, and I hear the prison siren going, yeah? And it's a pretty serious security system to get in and out. So I can't go back in.
Yeah.
So I have no idea what's happened. And I've driven home and I've heard about it the next day. So in the ward that I was supposed to be in, thank God, me pissing off early, I wasn't there. The people on the bottom half were all out. And then this guy up the top, he had it was his turn to make a phone call. So usually what they do is you lock everyone down the bottom back in their cells. This guy will walk out to where the phone is. And it's like a cell where the phone is in this ward. Lock him in, let everyone else out. This guy had been in there for ages, and the guards, as I was saying earlier, they built a bit of complacency up. They'd known the guy. They trusted him to come out by himself. And on this occasion, he had a toilet brush with a razor blade in it. He'd melted a razor blade into the top of it. And he slashed one of the guys down there. He'd either been paid or intimidated into doing this because he was an old bloke. He would have been like 50s. And he wasn't a bad guy. But anyway, he slashed the guy across the face and cut him open real bad. But because he'd done this, then so he's in the other guy's playground. All the other guy's mates just whooped the shit out of this old guy. Both of them needed plastic surgery. Yeah, like they really got fucked up. And I was meant to be in there dealing with it. And I didn't get any trouble, luckily, because everyone like to piss off early. But the stories, like, blood is a huge thing in the prison. Like, be careful around blood because of diseases, obviously.
Yes.
And they're like, we wore a white shirt, and it was a female that was like first on the scene, and she was covered in blood. She reckons her shirt was red.
Oh, wow.
And so this is probably, before I shit can prisoners too much, a group of the prisoners actually protected the guards in that situation. So the guards were trying to get in there and break it up, and the prisoners stopped the guards from doing it because they were like, you're going to get fucked up here. Most prisoners are bad boys, you know? So yeah, that was a hectic time, and I missed it by like literally 15 minutes. If I'd taken my lunch break that day, it would have been me dealing with it. So
Yeah.
Got lucky.
That's actually.
Yeah, really. We were speaking to the American guard before. He mentioned there's kind of some ladylike men in there that are kind of popular with the other prisoners.
Yeah.
And he mentioned that there's one guy that would wear a white shirt and go out and get sprayed by the sprinklers, and everybody would rush in. And everyone would love it, and he'd jerk people off through a fence.
Yeah.
So do you have anything like that?
I actually have a couple of stories like that.
Oh,
There's
cool.
no one that is quite that flamboyant about it.
Yeah.
But there are a fair few people in there that that's the way that they get through their
Yeah.
prison life, each their own.
Quick hands Eddie
yeah.
or something like that.
There was one guy. This is another actually pretty wild story.
Yeah.
Not a good story. So this guy, he was Canadian actually, and he was in one of the protection wards. So the protection wards are usually either people that have been in the media or they've done like a sexual related crime, usually to minors. So they're people that would get their asses whooped if they were in with a general, you know. So anyway, this is this little Canadian guy. He would have been late 50s, early 60s, and he had HIV, and he knew he had HIV, and he would always flirt with the young guys as soon as they got into prison. And like personally, I never dealt with this individual. Like I worked with him, but I never had any issues with him. But some of the stories were horrific. Like he would try to spread his HIV to these young blokes, and like when you're a young guy, you could see, like, say either one of you two, you know, you'd go into prison and you'll walk in the first day and you'll be fine. And I can see over a month, prison life's not working for you. You know, you're getting beaten up or something, and it's all behind a closed door. You wouldn't rat your, like the guys doing it out, because it'll be 10 times worse.
Yeah.
And this old bloke used to kind of console those guys. And apparently he spread HIV around a little bit, which is pretty horrible. And he used to do other stuff too. Like he'd call you. They've got like an intercom in the rooms. He'd call you in on the intercom, and he'd be like laying on his bed covered in cum, like wanting you to look at him, like pretty fucked up kind of guy.
Holy fuck.
Doing the old glazed donut. The Krispy Kreme.
Yeah.
The Krispy Kreme. Original glaze, boys. Come get me.
That's not a part of my job role, thanks. I don't know.
Just spray him with those. Probably really like it. How do you deal with that? This guy likes this kind of stuff. Ugh.
Yeah, mate. And he'd often do it like, that never happened to me, touch wood. Oh, I'm not in the prison system anymore, but he used to do it when the Sheilas were on, like if it was a female guard, because shock value is obviously better for him.
Yeah.
A lot of the females would say they're just not going to work with him. Like they'll be in that ward, but if he needs anything, he's on his own.
Yeah, that's it.
What a sick fuck.
Really, really good guy.
Yeah, clean your income, you weirdo. Yeah. Oh, wow.
Did you ever catch anyone with anything up their ass?
No. That's probably one of the worst parts of the job is the strip searching. I fucking hated that because, as you can imagine, like hygiene isn't their number one priority for a lot of these guys.
Yeah, fuck.
Not mandatory. Oh.
And it's
bit of swamp pass.
If they do sneak past with something, and someone else finds it, and like it can come back on me. So you got to do your job properly.
Yeah,
that's not the time. I never saw anything, but mate, there's heaps of stories about people getting through those inspections. So.
Must happen.
Least favorite part of the job.
Oh, mate, that is gnarly.
Yeah, not good. I'll leave that up to your information there, boys.
Yeah, thank you. Well, I think that's about it, isn't it, Smith? You got any other ones?
No, I think that'll do it.
Well, thank you so much, bud. Legendary. It was actually really funny talking to you. It was it was wild.
Yeah, look, I would say just like the prison system in Victoria, I think it's a really good prison system. I think it's. I'm not sure about like other prisons, but I worked at Port Phillip. It was a great place to work. I wouldn't go back now, but you know, it's probably second best job I've had in my life. Like it was a good job. So I wouldn't want to dissuade anyone from doing it, because if you think you could do a good job, it is a good job.
Yeah,
that's it.
All right, dude.
Well, thank you so much, bud. Yeah.
No, you're a legend. Thanks very much,
really
man.
good.
We appreciate
Thank you
that.
so much.
You're welcome, guys. Have a good one.
You too, mate.
See you up tonight.
Peace.
Peace. Sup, boys? Sup, boys and girls? Get our video back up there, Smiz.
Yeah, I got you.
I love you, mate. Fuck yeah. That was a good one. How good was Smiz at the end there? Just asking the questions that we want to know in the context that we want to know. Do people put stuff up their ass? Yes. Don't beat around the bush. That's how you should come out.
It's so funny because we had like a bunch of professional style questions written
And I'm
down,
looking at the
but-
phone and I'm like, that's not written on the phone. And he was reading it off the phone. That's in his personal notes. Fucking hell. Yes, no, that was really good. Thank you. But did we say his name? Do we need?
No, maybe not, just in case.
Yeah, but yes, thank you, man of the podcast. That was really good. It was fucking funny.
We were trying to, we were going to organize like a locked character thing for his section. And then we ended up going with, see how this, like, there's like a big black part on the side of the screen. We were going to put the comments like and have them flowing down that, but we cooked it. So next week, that's if they want to remain anonymous. That's,
if they want
that's
to
the
do
go.
that. But yeah, fuck. That was fun. That was
Fucking
fun. Prison's fun. That's what I've learned from this. It sounds fun. You get to build stuff.
God,
No.
they get creative. That's
Yeah,
for sure.
that's it. But like we've got, it's out there to all the prisoners. Fucking lean into the guards. If you just want to come on, we're fucking open. Just like our prison purses, they're open for business. Fit a couple cheese in that. That's all I'm going to say.
Yeah, we were
How
wondering.
many cheese can you fit in your prison purse? Let's do it.
We were actually talking about it before. Well, I was talking about
Yeah,
it.
he was talking privately. He was talking to a subreddit.
I was wondering, like, I mean, people used to smuggle, smaller phones in their ass. Like, what happens when it's like, modern technology and the phone's fucking like the size of your hand?
All we're going to say is that Smiz will have the first gen PlayStation 5 in his cell. With an 80-inch fucking flatty on the
Oh, fucking hell.
for Falcon on the wall.
Oh.
Oh, thank you so much. Dude, too good.
Dude, for 2 months.
2 months? Fuck. Don't even know what we're doing next week. No, we do.
But we'll be there.
We have got a busy schedule,
Yes.
Smuggling
in 3090 Tropo 32.
Yeah, let's get him in there. Get him in there. But fuck yeah, boys. That was
good.
Boys and girls. Thank you for talking about prison. But so I think now we're going to go. Do you want to go with the giveaway or do you want to go with our ad proposition? What do you reckon?
You know what? How about this? Maybe we can chuck the number on the screen.
Chuck the
Kind of
number.
get a head start. Let's just explain it to you guys one more time. Do you want to give them a demonstration?
All right. So what we're going to do for this coffee,
Ski Wanna, 2 controllers.
all pre-vibrating. Just that's it. But yeah. So what we're going to do, you'll get the Mad Cats version, the big ass fucking cheap one. Like them turbo buttons and shit on it. Good on it. No. Smith is
With
like,
the
nah,
toggles
I
built
only
in."
play fucking Street Fighter with the fucking pad. He's a purist. He only plays Street Fighter with that.
Fucking hell.
God, fuck me.
The diseased raccoon, the original Xbox controller.
Yeah, get that up in there. So I reckon I'd get a Wii remote up there. I reckon I'd get a Wii remote. Sensor bar. Just when it comes to the Wii, obviously.
Delano. 64 controller with a rumble pack.
Yeah, see, if I was a girl, I'd have half of it in half.
With the nunchuck.
With the nunchuck.
Shoulder.
With the nunchuck connected.
Fucking hell.
So you can pick me up like a
sweet.
handbag. All right.
Oh, fucking
All right.
hell.
So for this competition, guys, we want you. So we're going to, when you ring up, we're going to press the thing. And then you're going to come up with your fucking cool name. So,
Give us an explanation. I mean, yeah.
all right, here we go. I'm going to make up a name, and Smith is going to say yes.
I
All
got
right?
you this time.
All right, you got me?
I got you.
Like we practiced
Like we practiced.
all the time. All right, here we go.
You have a collect call from
Rocco the Rock Spider.
an inmate from Couch Cowards State Prison. Do you accept these charges?
We accept.
Connecting you now.
Speak for yourself. I'm not having a guy called Rocco Rock Spider on the fucking podcast. I'd be
And then-
dumping that. I'd
yeah,
be dumping that straight away.
And then we want you to explain. We'll ask you why you're in there. What have you done?
What have you done? Tell us your story.
And then you could win
Get it.
this.
I'm not sure why
It's
I'm further away.
Yeah, I should have done it for you, but
That's all good.
Brawl in Cell Block 69.
Oh, fuck yeah. It's a good movie. Go. I'll put it in there.
Yes.
I've got to send some stuff through. So while we wait, because I know he's going to be a little bit, we'll get Smith to edit all this out. It'd be great. Get him to do it. But so a few guys in the chat a while ago, were like, "Hey Bill, why don't you talk about the fucking the Nippy saga?" And I feel like I want to bury the hatchet with Nippies, but we'll put yous in this. We'll put yous in.
Do you want to explain what Nippys is, just for anyone that
So
doesn't know?
anybody know what Nippies? I think it's a brand from New Zealand. They're a milk company. And they have little fucking milks in their little. They have an extendable straw. Its technology's been fucking out there. Best Chocky milk. Yeah, well maybe hold off on Best Chocky milk until I'm gonna pull out the olive branch to Nippies, because fucking let's just say my past with them, it's not that far. It's pretty checkered. So I'm gonna send some messengers.
Yeah.
Let's see.
I remember this saga from a couple years ago when we were in our big Rainbow Six Siege.
Alright, so I
phase.
sent it. So you got to scroll up to the top, but we'll read it through. So I seen in the ads in my Facebook, like, you know, I was a Nippy's bandit, mate. I was like a bloody calf. I was sucking out. You know, some people got breastfed. I got fucking nippy fed. You know what I mean? You know what I mean? I got nip fed.
Oh, there's a few
I know.
there, geez.
Yeah, it's that one there.
That one.
All right. So I found these fucking cool ass hats. Can we zoom in on that?
Yes, let me get it up here.
So I'm going to take you back to the sweet year of. I'm going to take you back to sweet year of September 25, 2018. Can we go back? So
Back in time.
So I seen on Nippy's sponsored a fucking primary school thing or something like that. And they had these fucking sweet ass hats. I said, "Hey Nippies, love your milk. Love your milk products. Was just wondering how I could score an iced chocolate Nippies hat. Love your Nippies," right? And I sent him a photo of the hat just to clarify, right? So that was this September 25th. And then on September 27th, I said, "Good chat, Nippies." All right? Classic way to get at them. Just... So I said, "Hey, hi Billy, apologies for the delay of getting back to you. If you are happy to send us your address, we can get them sent out to you." Okay, that day. See, look at that. 37 minutes later, they're like, "Fuck, this boy means business. He's fucking ripping in on us." Okay, and look how quick I was to it. I go, "Hey, thank you, Nippies. I knew you wouldn't let me down. My address is fucking..." And then I'm like... so then 17th of fuck, I gave him so long. I'm like, "Hey Nip, he's just wondering if you sent the hats out. Love yous." All right, so here's the next one. "Hi Billy, hope you're well." Did they send this back that day? Yeah, I think so.
Yeah, 17.
Yeah. "Hi Bill, hope you're well. Yes, we sent out the caps out the other day after your last message. You still haven't received them? I don't know whether they were dropped off at your local post office due to you not being home at the time of delivery." That's bullshit. They should just get there. So then I said, "Hey Nippies, went down there today and I did this. I did go to the post office, check out if I want these fucking hats, and they weren't there." Frowny face. "You guys wouldn't happen to have a tracking number? Still love you as fuck. I was still in love with this fucking milk company." Okay. Then they go to me, "This is not a good result. Cry face. No, didn't think to get the tracking number. Of course you didn't." If one hand washes the other with Nippy's, fucking big corporation. I will have some more sent, put again.
Sent out. That's
Yeah,
what I meant.
fuck,
Yeah.
there we
Sent
go.
out again this week, Billy.
Yeah. Smiley face, fucking big teeth. All right. So then I'm like, thanks, have a good night, right? So then I don't write back. That's the thing. 23rd of October, I don't write back. And then so people are like, my mate's like, oh, fucking, they're just fucking with you. They wrote to me on the 29th of November. They started it again. It's like, hey, just touching base to see if you received your Nippy's caps yet. Hey, Nippy's, never got them. Dishonored.
This is a sad story.
Dishonored monkey. They sparked it back up.
Dishonored monkey.
They set it back up. They were like fucking. They brought this back up. This is on them. Okay, we are disappointed to hear this, Billy. It seems we have a Nippy's cap thief in Oz Post. Ooh. We are going to have one more crack at it. So this is, in Nippy's terms, they've sent out 3 lots of hats. Well, I'm not from Tasmania. I have one head. Come on.
This is a conspiracy. Maybe we'll do an episode on.
Yeah, let's fucking rip the lid off. We're having one more crack. Hopefully,
saying they're really good liars.
Yeah, really good. Hopefully, you receive them for Christmas. And let's just say, boys, Christmas did not come that year. Thanks, guys. Means a lot. I'll let you know. Thanks heaps. And then I'll go, hey guys, fuck, look at that. This guy is desperate for a fucking hat. And hey guys, just letting you know, I still haven't got them hats. My address is. Thanks. So disappointing. We'll send another lot out. That's 4 fucking lots of hats to Nippy's, all right? And then, fuck it. It's over a year. It's been a year of me talking to him. So disappointing. So then this is where I took the ball into my own. This is where I had enough. March 31, 2019. You can tell I had a bad day. Okay, I'm going to start drinking oak now. Goodbye, Nippy's. I know your milk has a long shelf life, but I don't. I can't wait around for you anymore on your empty promises. Balls in your court. So I've sent Smiz an edited version of the video so just imagine when it's in that messenger thing, when I'm sculling that milk. Here we go.
Blur that again.
Blur that. So when I'm sculling that milk in the background, it's All we have to do is send me a ball, laddie. Oh fuck! Turn it down. My original doesn't have that.
Oh, okay.
Oh fuck! I sent you.
We're gonna have to replay that one.
I sent you.
I'll get on the volume.
Yeah, all right. I took it out. I don't know why it's playing it now. All we have to do is send me a ball, laddie. So yeah, Papa wrote. He says, "This is my last resort." Look, I struggle to get this fucking thing open. This fucking bullshit. I struggle to get it out. Look at that, got tears in my eyes. I'm so upset. Oh fuck, there's an anime tit there. You can pause that and jerk off to the anime tit mouse pad. Shit. But yeah, so what I'm going to suggest is, guys, I'm willing to forgive and forget, but let's fucking bombard Nippy's for me, would you? Just go, where's Billy's hat?
Just send him a message, send him a DM on Facebook and say, Billy is still waiting on his hat.
Still waiting for his hat, because I will wear it on the fucking stream for a fucking month straight. I will 100% wear that. Like, I've wanted this hat for a while, but I reckon fucking enough's enough. Sponsor the fucking podcast.
Yeah.
I reckon we could drink. I'll drink fucking gallons of that milk and throw up on stream. I'll drown in fucking Nippy's milk. But guess what? I haven't been drinking it because of that. Maybe I break and maybe I find have a little one at a fucking APCO servo driving on the way home, and I make sure I dispose of that because I can't have anybody know I'm still drinking Nippy's. But I don't. Unless you catch me in bubbly drinking Nippy's, fucking you won't. And so balls in your court, Nippy's, fucking sponsor the podcast. We'll drink so much milk.
Yeah. Maybe we'll do a little edit and we'll send them this.
We'll send them this. Send them this because this is bullshit. Like, they fucking hurt me. And I'm sick of getting hurt by big milk. You know what I mean?
Can we, instead of RIP, can we get an NIP in the chat, please?
Yeah, Nip in paradise. Nip in power. Let's do it. Everybody message Nippies, please. Please. Message
There
him.
we go. Nippy in paradise. Thanks, guys. We appreciate that.
Yes.
Nate, so you can milk me.
Wow. On you, Nate.
What flavour?
Alright. Trent was supposed to pass me this, but Trent's fucking on Tinder again. He's just swiping. But yeah, no. Yeah, you can pass it to me. Thank you.
Thanks, guys.
Thank you, Trini. If Versailles want to sponsor it too, anybody fucking sponsor it because Dead End DVD is pretty.
Diseased raccoon. Would be funny if when you were telling the story, you were wearing 5 Nippys hats.
I wish. I wish because the story wouldn't be told if they did that. I would have gave them 2 years. The thing that irks me is that they fucking message me like, "Get them hats, cunt." Like I
They know damn well.
They know damn well they
yeah.
ain't send them fucking hats out.
They would have got a selfie in them, that's for sure.
Oh mate, this is bullshit.
For real though, Billy, what you do with the 3 nippy hats you got?
I'll sign them and I'll send them out, but I'll have one for me. I earned this one. Yeah.
Did you actually end up getting one?
No, they never fucking sent
damn
it.
it.
No, once I sound the oak thing, they seen it. Like I opened up the message today to say fucking to write. It goes bloop, and Nippy's had seen the oak drink. And then I went and messaged Oak. I'm like, "Do you got beanies or anything like that?" They go, "Nah, sorry, lad." I'm like, cool. Glad we got that out of the way. But yeah, fucking. Let's not shave our pubes and message Nippies every day. Couch
Our
cows.
2 sponsors.
Our 2 sponsors, soon to be.
My
'Cause
bush is growing out of control, guys, and we're still not sponsored by
I
Manscaped.
pour Oak on my bush every day. That could
Helps
be
it grow.
That could be Nippies though. If you play your fucking cards right, Nippies. They also do orange juice, which I'm going to say is dog shit. If I'm going to drink
Nippy's
orange
orange
juice,
juice?
yeah, Nippies orange juice is dog shit. There you go. Stick to milk, fuckheads.
Case closed.
But so,
Our guys got real beef.
yeah, I'm
with Nippy.
fucking fuming. It's going to take a bit more of a fucking than a 360ml fucking chocolate ice cold Nippies to pour out on this fucking fire. To need a slab at least.
Oh, they reckon you've lost your sponsor now.
Who? Which one?
Disease Raccoon reckons we might have lost Nippies now. You've
Oh fuck! Ball's in their court, dog. I never had him to start off with. It's all good fucking talking like and all that shit. Like I used to message KFC and go, "Can you bring back the deviled egg?" They never had a deviled egg. And they go, "Oh, we don't remember that." But I'm like, "Nah, I remember it. You were serving up deviled eggs for a while." And like,
that sounds so disgusting.
yeah. And then they write back, deviled egg, back to spooky stuff. Woo! But anyway, all right, enough about the Nippies talk. Let's talk fucking ring up. Let us know your
Yes.
prison name, please. Anyone.
Call in. The
Anyone.
number is... Yeah, phone's on. Phone's on.
Phone is on. Phone is on.
Number's on the screen. Give your boys a call.
Give us a
What are you
call.
in prison for? What's your prison name? What do they call you in there?
My name is Little Big Boy.
Little Big Boy. And what did you do?
I ripped the tag off a mattress.
Oh!
That's illegal.
Egged Nippies factory.
Yeah, fuck it. Ring it up. Ring them up. Ring up, guys, please. Fuck.
I think we should chuck on some...
prison music.
yeah, I was wondering if there's...
Royalty-free prison
Yeah.
music.
By the way, guys, if I'm not making the song, we have to fucking go royalty free.
Yeah, that's why we freaked out. I even went and edited that video, and still, as you can see,
Royalty free.
prison music.
I'm so close to this microphone.
That's it. Get in there.
My Pretty Pink Prison.
Yeah, play it.
Alright. Oh shit. Give us a call. Call.
Call. I want to hear you doing hard time.
Oh shit.
Hear that little bell? That's me just on the buzz.
Yes, we got one.
Here we go.
1 second.
One second.
You have a collect call from
Will Sal
an
D.
inmate from Couch Cowards State Prison. Do you accept these charges?
Yes, we
accept,
do.
yeah.
Will,
Connecting you now.
what'd you do, mate?
Little B. being a base god, spitting some real shit.
Oh shit! Like Lil B,
Little baby.
like Lil Butthole.
Hey, music down the thing.
Damn, that was based.
Is he still there?
Base god
Oh
out.
shit!
He's out.
Peace, brother.
Peace, brother.
Damn, our first call was almost 2 based.
Oh, that was good. That was good. Anyway, listen to this. Crank this up real quick.
It's getting more spooky as it goes.
This sounds like the stuff me jerking off. Go back a little bit. That's what I listen to. No, go back. Go forward a bit more. Jank it. Yeah. I'm coming.
That's when Billy turns himself into a glazed donut.
To demon
Krispy
mode.
Kreme style.
Just like this. Poo! Straight to the ceiling, boss. Taking the shirt off, boss.
Oh shit! Damn, this is hectic.
All right. Well,
Give us a
we-
call, guys. Come on. The
While we-
demon glaze. Ski wanna.
While we wait for you to fucking man up and get some credit, we're gonna watch Scared Straight.
All right.
Let's watch Scared Straight.
Just think, this DVD could be yours. It's a good movie. I haven't really watched it, but
Yeah,
these guys say it's good.
That's very good.
A bit of synth. What do you reckon? Beyond Scared Straight.
Best stuff.
Funniest
Funny-
memorable
yeah,
moments.
Yeah, funny. Let's pause this fucking.
Yeah, I got you.
Great music in the background. Thank you. I love this kid.
Why you can't? Because the door's not open all the way.
It's not open all the way.
You damn smart ass.
He
I'm
wrecks that.
Seth, I'm 14, and I'm an unruly child. When I'm suspended, I feel like, thank God I'm away from those idiots. My IQ is 120. I like to do parkour.
It reminds me of Billy as a child.
Reminds me of Billy now.
My son is out of control. Ah! I messed up.
Look at his arm. Look at his arm. That man's hurt.
The door is not open wider. Okay. Guess where you staying tonight?
In the clinker.
You're damn right you are.
Dude, I can feel your heart beating through your shirt. Are you scared?
I don't got to be scared.
Well, why is your heart pounding like a little girl?
I can't kill me.
I can't kill me. It makes no sense. Anybody can kill you. You can slip and fall in a banana peel. You can get in a car wreck. You can fall off a bridge.
You could have an aneurysm on the toilet.
It makes you sound uneducated and rather stupid. You just think you hard.
You
You
can
think it's
have
all
one.
about Mr. Coco. You see those guys over there? They're gonna leave marshmallows in your cocoa.
Your name is what?
Anthony.
Anthony?
Yeah.
How old are you?
19.
What grade you
No,
in?
no.
Senior, my last year.
No, he's in the 10th
What
grade.
senior's graduating, man? You understand that?
Yeah.
So you're not a senior?
Are you in the 10th grade, yes or no? Are you in the 10th grade, yes or no?
No.
You're a liar.
You're in the 10th
You're
grade.
in the 10th grade.
I only got 10th grade credits because I.
10th grade.
I'm counting. Take them off. Take them off. Both off. Give me those shoes. Give me those shoes. Take them off. Take them off.
She fought drugs.
Take off those shoes right. You want to wait? You want me to take them off? Give me those shoes before I take them off. So y'all twins? I'm a twin too. I got identical twin brothers. He's locked up too. Let me get those.
Taking a J's.
You got your fist balled up. I'm not scared. So you tough?
Yes, I am.
Why are you here?
I love when people get mad. They're just like,
my parents fight on my mom. Your mom says you whoop her ass. Who does that? Who does that?
Gangsters.
She's tougher than she looks.
Nate,
I'm Brennan,
what you got
I'm
2
12.
left shoes for?
I've gotten physical altercations with my parents, and I'm disrespectful.
DMX.
Now that's a scary one. Imagine being in that position.
What about the guy in the back of I'm tough too, mate? Look at him there. I'm tough too.
I'm gonna be your mama when you come in.
I want you to hold this for me.
Fucking traumatizing.
Here, hold this. This
Hold it.
Kool-Aid. We put this on bitches like you. Lick your lips. Now stick your hand in that Kool-Aid.
It's like Oliver Tree.
And stick it in there. Now take your finger, just do this to the
fell
bottom.
down earth.
Come here. You orange flavor mother.
That's hard.
You want to try me? Try me? Yeah, try me. I want you to try me. I want you to try me. Try.
You know T.I.? Huh? For real? So why you got your hair cut like that?
You know what? Instead of 50 cents, I think it's about a nickel. What do you think?
Yeah, no, yeah. You 3 cents, right?
Turn around! Turn around! Are you deaf? Turn around! This is not a joke.
This would be the best day
This is
for
not
the
a game.
prisoners. You
This
are
is
so
a
right.
lifestyle.
Yeah.
We live here.
Gotta stay out of a certain pen.
Once you hear, you're
Treat 'em
only a
differently.
number. Who's talking to you? You are. Then look at me and pay attention.
Whoa, she's evil looking. Oh yeah.
You give me a hard
I
time
love this
about
kid.
everything. You don't want to do your room. You don't want to do housework. You don't want to do yard work. And
And then he grew up to be that guy, the crying guy.
No.
Come on.
I still love you.
His mum needs to have a fucking shave. Look at that, ready?
You can get beat up, raped, and you can get hurt. I also would not want to be in jail because it's not the life for me.
Do you really think that I should take you home today?
Yes. Jail is a bad place to be in because it kind of smells funny.
What's up? You like to fight, homie? That's what you like to do, huh? You little bitch. You's a bitch, homie. You's a Pop-Tart. I see right through you, homie.
Pop-Tart, I like that.
My number is 110-330-1808. I want these kids to know right now they got a chance. Your eyes glossy. Your eyes glossy, homie. You's a Pop-Tart. You sweet in the middle,
Glossy.
homie. You soft. Pop-Tart.
Krispy
You got the decorations just like the Pop-Tarts. You Pop-Tarted out. You think you hard?
This boy's Pop-Tart.
Everybody understand what a jumping jack is? I can't hear you.
Yes, sir.
Jumping jack. Ready? Exercise, go. On, toe, hike. On, toe, hike. On, toe, hike. On, toe, hike. I can't hear you.
One of his offenses disrespect.
Who told you to stop? Who told you to stop? I don't
That's a
care about
jailable
your
offense,
pants.
mate.
You better make sure they stay up. Is it clear?
Yes, sir.
Ready? Exercise, go. On, toe, hike.
Are you two tough to talk, huh?
Oh, look at this guy.
Brindley. I'm 17. I'm the nicest person
Backing dancer.
I know. It don't mean you. You punk.
Where's more of him?
You touch me, I'll you up, man. I'll you up quick. I don't get about none of these in here. I don't get too.
Oh, his fists are clenched up.
You should have hit him. You hit it out of be your mama. I asked you why you hit your mama. You told me because you was mad at her. She pissed you off. Why you didn't hit him? Who you trying to impress them? Y'all want it? Y'all like it? Y'all want it.
My name's Ethan and I'm 13 and I got in trouble for throwing books at teachers, disrespecting teachers, cussing out teachers, and fighting.
You don't think you're gonna come?
Biting.
Nope.
I think
We're different. You're you and I'm me and I'm not gonna be scared.
Why are you smirking? Don't make me come across this county.
I don't know.
Why did you smirk at me?
He says he don't know. You can't speak up, can you?
Are you smirking
Why can't you
at
speak
me?
up?
Did you smirk because you think I'm funny? Did you smirk because you think I'm a jackass? How the hell are you gonna steal from an old woman?
Go ahead, wipe your little eyes. Go right ahead.
Oh, there's the aneurysm on the toilet guy. Troppo. This redneck grew up to be Troppo.
That's young Sheldon.
Any of y'all seen me on the last show?
I did.
You did?
Damn
They
it.
call me Ice Mike because I'm cold as ice. I'm back and I'm ready for round 2. I have my Kool-Aid ready.
Matter of fact, bitch, you hold this. You drop it, I'll smack out of you. I don't give a about going in no hole. What hood you from?
Charlie.
Man, Charlie's a bunch of bitches.
Call him out.
You don't know nothing about being real? Do you understand me, bitch? Go on, swing. I'll beat the out you. Make my day, bitch. Make it. Unball your fist before I smack out of you.
Unball your fist, man.
Little smart, intelligent, dumb. But that ain't even make sense, did it?
But that hard head is gonna get you in a lot of trouble.
Oh, I love this guy.
You better get your hand off the camera, boy, before I hit you in the back of your neck.
Let's go to the hill, man. Let's go.
I don't want to hear no crying.
Hey, look at that face. Look at that face. Come on.
Let's go, son. Let's go. Let's go. Let's go.
Nobody don't want to hear that. You should have been and learned by now.
You better apologize to my camera crew,
I
too.
don't think you mean what you say.
I apologize for pushing your camera, sir.
Y'all really think y'all are? My inmate number is 31910. This is my playground. You want to come up in here?
27, holy fuck.
Oh, you pretty? You light skinned? You think you got it going on? You don't do up in here. Nothing. This is my house. I don't give a damn about none of y'all. You think your hair pretty? I'll take all that out your motherfucking head. Get the hell out my face, y'all. Move. I ain't playing. You want to keep your hair all done? These cameras. People get molested in here. People get beat up in here. I ain't gonna tell you no more. Get the out my face. Move.
Fuck it,
Camera guy.
If I tell you one more time, get the
No one's
camera
safe.
out my face.
Oh no, she's lost it. Oh, she two won.
We had Jam replying to the last video. His biggest fear, light jogged for 10 minutes.
Oh, here we
Somebody
go.
throw me a white sheet. You gonna see. This still is collated. Guess what?
Look at him.
You are officially a dead man walking.
They got the sheet ready to go. He's just laying there.
It's the baby.
Oh my god.
I see tough cause we behind these bars. All right. You tough cause. You got tough, right? How tough are you? Show me. Show me.
We're gonna be laughing at you when you start crying later on. We break you down.
Why don't you show me? Huh? Let it happen. You soft, boy.
Scared.
You soft.
Get away from me.
What you gonna do?
You're already crying. Look at
What you gonna do?
What I tell you, I'm gonna laugh at you now.
What you gonna do about it?
Gonna do what you gonna
That's me. Smish's new interview technique.
Just keep the mice out from
You
eating
see the
up
ghost?
anything I got.
Yeah, when we do IRL, when we do IRL interviews, that's how we're gonna interview you.
Yeah, I'm gonna get right up in their face.
You wanna live like this? Let me.
No.
You wanna know what happened on the set? No.
this game and you know it?
I ain't never seen you nowhere on the west or the east. Get your ass up on your push-up.
Oh, Bone Thugs.
You 60 for the set. You right here, we hit 60 for the set, homie. Get your ass up. Get your ass up, homie. Get your ass up, homie. You ain't hard. You ain't hard, homie. You ain't hard. I'll knock your ass out, homie.
I messed up.
No, this guy.
Look where I'm at now. Grown man.
Grown man.
Hey, let me get a suit. Nah. Give me that suit. They take your suit.
Why you ain't going there? Huh? Oh, he said y'all. He said y'all.
We're gonna find out who's gonna be on the knee. You ain't.
Come on, that's what you want to be. That's what you want to do. Get your ass in, man. Come on.
He just crossed.
That got me. That last one.
Oh, yeah, this chick.
Whoa.
Damn.
Cover up.
Cover up.
Turn around. Put handcuffs on. That's all you can do.
Cover up.
Yep, that's under arrest.
Damn. Actually under arrest.
You got something on your mind? You know what you need to do, right? Yeah. What? Oh! What?
Is that Chris Tucker?
You on the eyes might be stuck like that one day.
Yeah.
Keep trying. What's up? Yeah, that what's up.
It's Q-tip.
Say something. You look like you want to do something. I mean, I'm right here. Ain't no space and opportunity, homeboy. They call me Lil D on the streets or whatnot.
You little dick.
Yeah. Little boo.
Swear I am. Yes.
And if you got a roommate, you gotta watch this man pee while his thing right there in front of your face. Like, bro, I don't want to see your thing, bro. Then when you want on the toilet, you gotta watch on the toilet. You gotta smell his boo-boo. I don't want to smell no boo-boo.
I don't want to smell that. That's what happens when I go, Sneeze, we gotta do an interview.
Get up. Ain't no sleeping in the prison. Watch out, boy. Stand up. Come here.
Make sure you are. You all right? You know where you at?
Oh my
Come on, Speeds, we gotta go interview the guy with the murder memorabilia.
Where are you, sir?
Oh, look at fucking out of work. Fucking
Oh, yeah.
feel bad for this
Anderson
little-
Silva. I see
Oh, you
that.
sleeping good.
Go ahead and back up, cause I'm gonna be more in your face. I don't give a crap. I don't care. Hitting your mom. She takes care of you no matter what. Puts a roof over your head, buys that clothes you got on, and you're gonna hit her?
On my face.
I will stay in your face all day long. Do you understand me? Do you understand me?
COVID-19.
Yes, sir.
When you're in here, you do what you're told. It's not up to you where your house.
Deuce, what set you from?
Playboy Gangsta Crib.
You want to talk to him?
Yeah.
Take the cuffs off.
Playboy
60s,
Gangsta
huh?
I
Cribs.
love that. Do you reckon they're like sitting in their room? They're like, yeah,
Look
this is
me in my
what I'm
eyes.
gonna say.
His name is
Put your
Big
hands to the
Deuce.
side. Look at me in my eyes when I'm talking to you.
Big turd.
Now you tell your mom when you leave here. Mom, I promise you.
Playboy Gangsta Crib.
My name is Sean. I'm 14 years old. I get in trouble for fighting in school, getting suspended. I'm dangerous.
Let me get them shoes, no, I ain't playing with you. Let me get them shoes. Give them up. Nothing is yours anymore.
Jam, Big Deuce smells like boo-boo.
May I get my shoes back, please?
Big Deucey.
Sheldon. I want to know why they call me Big Deuce.
Consider your approach. How did I tell you to respond to
Gives him
somebody?
a
Get
big
my
old
shoes back.
Cleveland
Who's your
steamer.
mama and everybody else? How about it? Huh? All your dead relatives. I don't give a yeah, nobody's gonna make me do eat my thing. I do what the I wanna do. And I'm tired. I don't wanna do anything else. Hey, you mean?
One in and have a seat. All of this gonna work out.
Oh, that was good.
Oh, dude, that was great. All right, well, there was some
There was a
good
bit of
names.
content in that.
There was some good names. Big Deuce.
Little Dick.
big dog's
Little Dick. Well, Big Dogs. We'll watch some more in a minute, but please ring up. Cause
Yeah, I mean, that should have inspired you guys at
Yeah.
least a little bit.
I'm inspired. I
Come
wanna ring
through.
up.
Let me
Come on.
write that number in on the screen just in case. Reverse kangaroo shoulder reckons. I'll put the number in here just in case. I know that one of our viewers last week had trouble reading it from. I think there might have been a bit of from prison. Oh, here we go.
Here we go.
You have a collect call from an inmate from Couch Cowards State Prison.
We'll
Do
run
you
that
accept
again. We'll
these
run that again.
charges? You have a collect call from
Gangsta Crip.
an inmate from Couch Cowards State Prison. Do you accept these
We
charges?
accept. We accept.
Connecting
Yo,
you
Gangsta
now.
Crib. How you doing? I'm at the party. What are you doing?
Yo, what up, homie?
Oh shit! What up, Gangsta Crib?
What up, Gangsta Crib?
Oh, nothing much, homie. Just doing some boo-boos.
Oh,
Y'all know how it is.
Hell yeah!
Hell yeah! Hell yeah, Gangsta Crib.
What? Do you mind if we ask, like, what are you in for?
Well, I was doing some boo-boos in a bag and putting it on doorsteps.
Oh shit!
Oh, this boy doing boo boo and back and putting up dope.
He was doing the Billy Madison.
Wanga! Thank you. So what was his name? Gangsta Crip.
Gangsta Crip. I think that's so far the winner.
That's so far the winner. Gangsta Crip. All right. Does anybody else want to ring up? Here we go.
You have a collect call from an inmate from Couch.
All right, we're gonna try that again. All right, ready?
I think you've got us playing loud in the background there.
Yeah, it's playing loud in your background. Ready? We're gonna do it again.
You have a collect call from an inmate from Couch Cowards State Prison. Do you accept these charges?
Yes, we accept.
Who you? How you
Connecting
going?
now.
Hey, yo, what up?
Oh, what's up? Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah. What do you?
Yo, what up?
This
your boy, Lil Toey.
Still Toey?
Lil Toey.
Little Toey.
Yeah.
Oh,
Little
shit. What's up?
Oh.
What's up, Toey?
Shit, not much. You know what I'm doing. Just
No, we don't
keeping
know
away
what
from
you do.
primary. Keeping away from primary school and shit.
I would hope so.
What?
Do you mind if we ask what you're in for?
What'd you do, little Toey?
I can't say much, but all I can say is I'm not allowed within 100 meters of primary school.
All right, little Toey. You're a gangster.
We're not going to think the worst because I know that if you even piss in a park and get caught, you get done for something like that. So, we're not going to throw too much shade at you, mate.
Sweet. Thank you, boys. keep doing you, boys, and stay boo-boo.
We will.
Stay boo-boo.
And you stay away from schools. Thank you. Cheers. That was great. I mean, I don't know. That's it. We might have to leave that one to the chat. That's
Stay boo-boo.
Those two are both really good.
Oh god, we've got 2 DVDs. We can give them both.
Yeah, we can give away 2.
Oh, here we go. But this guy can win. All right, ready?
You have a collect call from
Breadstick,
an inmate from Cowards State Prison. Do you accept these charges?
Yes. All right. So we had trouble with that. What was your name? Is it Breadstick?
Oui. My name is Breadstick.
Breadstick. Oh. Do you mind if we ask what you're in for?
Yeah, what'd you do, Breadstick?
Oh, yes. So, as you may know, around Paris, we have a lot of gypsies, and we are known for pickpocketing.
Yeah.
Well, you see, I work for the Australia Post, and I found these really cool hats that I really like.
Oh, no, little Breadstick, what are you doing?
I found these really cool hats, and
Little
I
Breadstick.
shot in them.
Little Breadstick, don't do that. How many were there, Little Bread? Do you mind if I call you Little Ben?
There was two. Two hats.
Wow.
2 deuces as well, or just one? That you cut in half like a cob loaf.
Why do you think they call me Breadstick?
Oh, wow, Breadstick.
Oh, that's
You're
amazing.
bad.
Okay, it was nice talking. I need to go
talking
now.
to you too.
I'll
Thank you
talk to
very
you later,
much.
Breadstick.
Wow.
Love you, Breadstick.
Oh my goodness. I think we got a winner already. Let's
think Little Breadstick just won that.
just seems like our phone lines are closed. Clear winner. Oh my goodness.
Oh, Little Breadstick.
That was great. I'm fucking sweating after that. That was
Fuck, man,
funny.
That was pretty funny.
Boo boo in the hat, Marco. Ski wanna. So I see you work for Ozbox. Oh fuck.
Oh god.
That was great.
Oh god. Fucking what a Little Breadstick. That was so good. Thank you.
That was hilarious.
Thank you so much, Little Breadstick. I got no clue who you are at all. Fuck me.
Oh, my
All right,
goodness.
god. All right, if we don't get another one in fucking 2 minutes, that's Little Breadsticks won it.
Yeah, you know what? Let's have a break.
Let's have a 2 minute break.
2 minute
'cause
break.
We're going to play some ads.
We're going to play an ad because, so basically, if anyone just joins, they end up having to sit through like a 60-second ad or whatever. But if we play one during a break, then people can just jump straight in and watch us. So let's try that out. We'll just be a couple minutes. But BRB. Bing.
Wee wee.
Wanga.
How we going? Oh god. Yeah. We're back. We'll put the number back up, but I'm pretty sure Little Breadstick won it.
I think so too.
I think Little Breadstick won it. We'll give you a consolation prize of a sticker if you fucking ring up now. But
yeah, Daisy won. I didn't get any ads. Yeah, if you subscribe to the channel, you don't get
no
ads.
So there you go. There you go, Daisy. Thank you. That's what you get. That's what we're trying to do. Do you guys got any ideas if we were to if you were to subscribe to the bigger tier or whatever the shit is, what would you just want?
Yeah.
What would you just want? Because we'll happily do it. It's just I don't, you get a few more emojis or whatever the shit is. But you would flex in here if you did that. But, I'm not asking you to do that. But we're going to have, I reckon we're going to have credits where we have all our fucking boys up there and girls. The Worm Army. We'll play the Worm Army credits.
I just had a light bulb moment.
Oh, here we go. Just wait. Do I have anything for that?
Give us the sound. Okay, I was thinking more you were going to take me back.
Okay.
There we go. All right, here we go. Let's, the poster that we have in our little picture, the share poster.
Yes. Good thinking, Smiths.
If you subscribe to the top tier,
we'll sign it and we'll send it out.
We'll get you a poster.
Stickers and a poster.
Yeah.
And maybe a DVD as well. Of our choosing. We might even give you a DVD as well. If you do the top tier, 1 month, that's all we ask. We'll get the poster sent out to you. Do you have the JPEG of the poster?
I don't.
Oh,
thank you. Couch Coward's biggest fan. Straight from Brazil.
Giving us that bullion, I think.
But I think the phone number's up. Yeah. Let's do a print. Let's get those posters made up. And no rush. We'll get a few done, and we'll send them out to you.
Yeah, no, definitely.
Couch Cowards Worms t-shirt. Yeah, that's.
Maybe that too. We'll get a bunch of them made up, and then I think in the top tier you get a Wonga emoji too. That's already there. I don't know if that's
that's tier 2 or tier 3 is
fucking
coins. Gifted ones. Scott Moss. Oh wow!
Thank you. Scott Moss Tattoos is probably going to be the next sponsor of the fucking podcast. You know what? It's not official, but I'm saying it is. Golden Heart Tattoos.
The best tattoo shop in Melbourne. Cranbourne Main Street.
I reckon in the world. All right. And I've travelled the globe. I've been to America. I've been to Japan. Is there anywhere else? Name another country. Oh, wait.
Yeah. Does any country exist outside of those? But
exactly right. At a time, no. And they all say it. I'm saying it. Golden Heart Tattoo. Go get it. Go get it done. That's better than any prison tattoo. Guaranteed. But yeah. No, but a couple of guys at the old Golden Heart giving us a hand and a chop out of making the Couch Coward sign. It's still in.
Yes, it's happening. It's happening.
It's happening. And it's going to be good. It's going to be fucking delicious. Look at that. They're giving us a couple smooches. One guy.
Come to Brazil, please. Couch Hours.
Yes, we're still trying.
Maybe one day we'll come to the
Maybe
favelas.
one day we'll go there.
Visit you.
We'll go to their prisons. I heard they're really cool. Play soccer. And there's dogs around.
Deezy wants to know, does he use the CD Walkman tattoo gun?
If you want.
Special,
if you get the Wonga special.
Couch Cowards beanie, cash in on that winter disease.
Yes.
I think
we're thinking of doing it. We're thinking of doing it in the Carhartt kind of rip-off logo.
Yeah.
And looking like these boys.
Yes.
And then, get a couple patches made up and fucking put that on your pill.
I like that term.
Get that on your rude head.
But yeah, no, I think we will. We're definitely looking into doing obviously small runs. We don't have a huge fan base right now, but I mean, we have a very loyal fan base, and we're fucking. We love you guys for that.
I'm loving it. It's so good. It's so good. The Worm Army's fucking strong. It's only going to get stronger. Yeah.
Yeah, so I think he's slowly he's scissorp. He's actually been through a whole bottle today.
I'm losing my powers.
Yeah.
But
I'm gonna get so sick.
Oh, you'll be alright. I gave you a heads up. I said we could cancel it if you really don't want it.
We couldn't do it.
We couldn't do it. Fucking Jay. We've been hanging out all day. He's fucked. He's fucked.
We were doing fucking put 'em ups in the garage together. Well, we just put the phone against a Nintendo box. So we're
it's a pretty bare bones operation over here. But yeah, fucking we'd love. We're thinking we're gonna, if you don't have any calls, we're gonna go back to the well. That is watch Scared Straight.
Yeah, I wish there was, if anyone could think of any funny
videos,
videos, kind of prison related would be good. But even send them in, we'll watch them. But yeah, maybe we'll watch some more Scared Straight for a little bit. Might just do that for another, 15 minutes or so.
Yeah,
and
don't want to milk that too hard.
Yeah, and Yeah, like you said earlier.
If
we'll
you've
tuck
committed
you
a
guys
crime,
in.
write it in the chat, please.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Sure. And if you're thinking of doing one, let us know in the chat so we can be on the ground level. Put a sticker on it, whatever it is. Burglary.
Here we
go. Here we go.
You have a collect call from
It's nice.
an inmate from Couch Cowards State Prison. Do you accept these charges?
We accept. All right.
Connecting you now.
Here we go. Smasler, as I call him, baby hands. How you going, mate?
No, that's my other alias, mate. You're not supposed to say that.
What about Grey Wolf?
Oh, yeah, that's fine. But anyway, anyway, I'll tell you what I did, mate. Basically, every time I want to go in for some kind of retail therapy, for some reason, I kind of just walk into Fast Times, and I think it's personal identity theft that is my trouble. Because every time I go in there, they think I'm Bo, and I get a nice discount. So I'm like, yeah, cool, that's great, guys. I'm robbing the joint blind.
Oh, mate, that's great. That's a good crime. That's a victimless crime.
Oh, is it? Okay, cool.
Suck eggs, Tony Hawk. You ain't getting none of that.
Don't deserve my money anyway.
Nest, Tony Hawk. Stuff you. Oh, thank you. Yeah. Thank you, baby hands.
Thank you, mate.
Oh, thanks, mate. Oh, you're not splitting that? All right. Yeah, all good, boys. Have a good one.
There's
there's other stuff that I can say about that I've done, but no, it's for another time.
You know what? We've got time.
We've got time. Salt and pepper squid.
No. Look, I'm still single, man. Like, I'm going to ruin chances with all the chicks that I'm seeing at the moment. If I fucking, I can't do that, man.
Couch Coward's biggest fan has a question for you. What's your jail name?
It's old baby hands, isn't it?
Yeah, exactly right. That is my baby. Yeah. My baby hands, they get around like they're very stealthy, man. They're very stealthy baby hands, mate. Like I have a little tiny little shiv, mate. They can't see me coming. All right, boys. Have a good night, all
right? See you, mate. Bye.
See you, baby.
See you, mate.
Yeah, sorry. I don't know what's going on here.
Fuck yeah.
Sorry. What's going on?
Look at the robe.
What's Trent doing?
Trent's
put on a couple
means of
KGs.
seeing the chat almost died on us. I forgot to turn the PowerPoint on. So there we go.
On you, Trent.
Cheers, mate. DZ1, the fat cats at Fast Times can afford to lose a few hundred to Sammy.
Yeah. I think Bucky Lasky and fucking Tony Hawks and fucking
Lasky, you reckon?
Bucky Alaska. Bucky Alaska soup. That's what his name
Jam 411, baby lips. And diseased raccoon. The pedos love him. I think he's referring to his little hands. Ski one.
His little hands don't discriminate. They fucking.
Couch Coward's biggest fan. Poor mate hardly gets a buy. I know. We're sorry about that.
I'm sorry. I didn't know what was going on. There was this message between Trent and fucking Smiz. I didn't pick it up. Now I've got it. And baby hands, I'll happily shake it tomorrow.
Dylan ask Smiz about getting picked up by a mate's cousin in a stolen car.
All right, Smiz. Mate's cousin, stolen car. Go.
I don't know if this is the one I'm thinking of.
Oh, the habit swim all the time.
No, but I've got a story
look
from
at
I've got a story.
Look at Hollywood here. I'm always in stolen cars. My life is Grand Theft Auto.
No.
I'm
But I've got a
CJ.
story from high school
I'm
where we got
CJ.
picked up. I don't know if this is the same story or not. But yeah, I don't think this is the right one. Maybe you can put it in the chat and then I'll. But yeah, basically, like the one that I'm thinking of, there was a guy that came to our high school and we were at the back in the little smokers part, and yeah, we ended up jumping into his car and we got like not even around the corner, and then the cops pulled us over.
All right. So when you went to jail, this would be your name. Ready?
You have a collect call from
Baby driver.
Smiz.
Smiz
an
baby
inmate
driver.
from Couch Cowards State Prison. Do you accept these charges?
Yeah, lad.
Connecting you now.
Okay, so yeah, I was on the oval in the smoker section, and
Smoker section on the oval. You know that spot?
It was like there's like a little bit of a hill at the school I went to, And yeah, I jumped into a car with this guy, and
he had a Charizard.
As soon as we got around the corner, cops pulled him over straight away. And yeah, they were like, beep, you know you shouldn't be driving this.
Beep, what they call it? They use racial slur to you.
But yes. So I got away scot-free.
where
I didn't do anything.
Yeah, exactly right, Joe. But yeah, you know where they let the kids smoke. I remember at my school where the smoking area was. It was graffiti that said "Smoke here. The teachers don't come here." Great tag.
Oh, fucking Cranbourne.
And
Love
Lord-
it.
Yeah, mate. Oh, old Seatown soldiers. Fucking hell. All right, we're going to watch a little bit of Scared.
Smith went to a school in the 1920s. Jam.
Yeah, they stole a horse and cart.
But yeah, if that's not the story, Dylan, chuck it in the chat. I don't really care. I'm airing my shit out anyway. I don't give a fuck.
Yeah, that's it. He's airing his dirty prison nappy out. How was it that the second guy was saying fucking prisoners don't bathe that well?
Oh god, that'd be so fucked. I hate just the smell of like
hate the smell of
someone.
balls?
yeah, just anyone. I hate like a dirty smell, and I could not be like imagine myself being trapped in a fucking room with someone that just stinks. Ugh.
Here we go.
Someone's cousin picked us up from near the racecourse in a smashed up ute and took us back to your place. To be honest, my memory is fucked.
From the smashed up ute.
But yeah, I mean, it would have happened. I just
Smith
don't
does a box of
remember it.
nangs before we get on the stream. The mandatory nang sesh.
That's funny.
He's like, do you think it would be cool if I just had a balloon hanging out my mouth midstream? I'm like, no, dude, don't do that. It's not a good look. It's like, we should sell couch cow and nanganators, mate. I'm like, no, not our market. It's not our demographic.
All
right,
life.
Yeah, that's life. Oh god, that's a good song. That's a good song. Subscribe to Top Tier Patreon. We'll give you the Couch Cowards version of it.
Oh, will we?
Yeah, I will.
Screen record it and get
$25. All right, here we go.
Oh.
You have a collect call from an inmate.
All right,
from
we're gonna try that
Couch
one more
Cowards
time.
I'm
State
going to run that
Prison.
by you one more time.
You have a collect call from an inmate from Couch
They hung up.
Cowards State Prison. Do you accept these charges?
No, we don't, because they hang up. Come on.
Connecting you now.
No, we're not. It's becoming a shambles. All right, we're gonna watch Scared Straight, one more video, and then fucking I think we're gonna call it.
I hope there's a part 2.
Beyond Scared Straight, Ice Mike. No, he
but
was cool.
This is like, I was just gonna say it's gonna be like the same clips that we've watched. So maybe we'll keep looking. Maybe you can talk away for a minute.
All right. So
Then
we're gonna
we'll,
look at Beyond Scared Straight. Ice Mike returns. Fuck cops. Oh, yeah.
Oh, that's the punch one. Yeah, I think maybe we watched all the good ones.
think we watched-
Here we go. This is the top 5 toughest.
60 days in.
Yeah.
Now, this show...
There's actually some good
wanna-
fights on that too.
This show is so funny. One of the funniest episodes I've ever seen was like a prison guard is like, I'm going to do it. I'm going to go on and do it. Right. And then he's in the waiting bay part and someone asks him a question. He just starts breaking down and he starts crying. He goes, I can't do it. He didn't even get to the cell. He starts crying. He starts crying and he rings his missus up. He's like, I can't do it. She's like, I just dropped you off. I just dropped you off, mate. What's going on? So I can't do it. He's like crying, got snot coming out of his nose like me. But yeah, I want to be on this stream. I'm not holding it against my will.
Disease Raccoon. I want to know more about that white girl who didn't break and kept yelling at the prisoners. Yeah. Maybe we'll look at that
Maybe
one.
we'll find her.
Yeah. But this one looks good.
This is good. 60 days
Pod
in.
bosses.
Pod boss. That's what we are. We're podcast bosses. This is us. This is our people. The potty boss.
Fuck me. Well,
talk reckless. Get beat ass.
get your boo-boo kicked in.
Get your boo-boo with the poo-poo. All All right, well, guys,
We've still got 30 something people watching.
Dude,
like we
ran out.
love it.
We love you so much. Thank you for watching fucking prison shows with us. Yes, little breadstick. This is coming to you.
Yes, you've won. You've definitely won.
Couple little croissants drawn on that little breadstick. You did it. Good work. Congratulations. Everybody's going off. Little breadstick, you won it. It was funny. Good stuff. Love your work.
Yeah.
Yes.
Cool.
So next week, so we had to do some editing of some videos today, and it seems like every episode we go, "Hey, Wednesday, it's happening. It's happening. The video game stream's happening." Everybody in the chat asked me if we're doing it, because I'll do it.
We'll see what happens. It's not that like I don't want to do it.
It's work.
It's just like I've got to do like a work party. So we were meant to do that last week.
To do a work party. Tony Hawk's doing 900 for my birthday. Who cares?
You fucker. We're actually gonna go bowling. So
epic. All right. So let's just remember the guys that Smiths would rather go bowling.
For Columbine.
Yeah, that's
just
crazy.
joking. Just joking.
Oh, fuck it. The spooky joke. But anyway, guys, thank you so much. I fucking love you so much.
Yes.
Get your little worm bums down to Supernova on the 22nd and 23rd, I think it is. Fuck, just get there. Come give us a kiss. We'll have Mark.
He won't be sick then. Oh my god, we're at 42 viewers now.
Oh really? Yeah. All right. Well, fuck, dude.
Wait, the show must go on.
I love you all that. Fucking 42. Fuck. What do you do? Skidoo. But he's a fucking legend. Here we go. What's this?
DZ, can we buy tickets yet? Yeah, I believe
Pretty
you
sure
can.
Pretty sure you can. Come.
Couch Coward's biggest fan. Can you get some merch made for Supernova? It's a very short time frame.
It's a very short time. We might be able to get the posters made up. If you don't want to fucking subscribe to Top Tier, we'll get a whole fuckload of posters made up.
That's
a lot
a good
more
idea.
stickers. A lot more stickers made up. I'd love to sign it if you boys are there, and girls.
Yeah.
Got a lot of girls in the chat. It's fucking awesome. Thank you so much.
Yeah. We'll definitely have something like other than stickers. We'll work on something. We'll put our shekels together.
We are gonna do the shirts. Like enough people are fucking yelling out about the shirts. What's this saying?
Get some merch for the stall. Aliens, humans. Oh, I see. So yes, we hope to see you, women. Men,
aliens.
humans, aliens. We hope to see you all there. Inmates,
worms,
wungers.
Inmates, they're their own sex.
We want to see you all.
I see all you. Someone comes over and goes, "Look at this photo of me doing the glazed donut." Get a poster for free. If you mention glazed donut, I'll give you a poster for free. Actually, I'm not even going to ask you to buy the posters. Just come get them. Come get them.
We'll definitely get.
Can you get the JPEG up? I'll try to find it.
No, we need to get. I don't know if we got that, did we?
No, you did send it to me. It was fucking eons and eons and eons and go. Let me have a look. Oh.
Okay. But yeah, I mean, our boy, shout him out again, Jam. He came through, and damn, it's really good. Like I think it'll be a cool little addition, even to the studio behind us.
Yeah.
But yeah, it'll be definitely an interesting time at Supernova. We're trying to figure out what we're going to do.
We send a lot of photos to each other.
We do. We're trying to figure out, what we're going to do. Are we going to get? I think we're going to get lapel mics.
Yeah, we're actually going to go do that. I think I'll go get into that this week, and the sign hopefully gets made up this week.
Yeah. So I think we'll do something like that, and I mean it would be pretty cool, like to just be able to walk around and like talk to people and kind of ask if they have any freaky stories. And
I'm going to give you a little glimpse behind the paywall. Smith sends me costumes that he reckons we should wear everywhere, and they're pretty funny. And I'm not going to show you because it's pretty funny, but it's all those weekly costumes that we should wear. Yeah. Do you know what? It's been a good effort. It was the first costume we wore today, and I'm pretty happy about it.
Yeah.
There's a whole room in this house set for costumes to wear in the podcast.
Worm suits. We actually were looking
Yeah,
that up.
so you laugh, but we have been doing it. When
Yeah. People, he was saying like we could get
morph suits,
morph suits like worm colored, and I mean we would basically fill the worm body type anyway. Like that's why we started calling ourselves worms.
Yeah, well, you made it up. It was
it was a joke a few years ago, probably a couple years ago, and it's just stuck.
Yeah, no, it's fucking great. All right, I've got it. I'll send it through.
Disease raccoon, was it at the very start? I must have missed it.
What, the joke about worms?
No,
it was between me and him. He was working in Frankston at the time. No, it was Fountain Gate.
Fountain Gate. Yeah, I'm not too sure whether he means... Oh, the suit. Oh, like, I think he means the prison suit. Like, the prison costume is what we...
in the trailer. We've posted it.
But yeah, check out our...
So, yeah.
Oh, guys, here we go. This is the poster. So... We are looking to
this is like OG. This is one of the first fucking jokes that we ever did. Because I was riding a push bike and Smith was talking to me on the phone. This was when we were just fucking... This was in the...
brainstorming
phase. And just talking about all sorts of shit, which still happens.
Like imagine if we could do a podcast.
Yeah.
You know?
Oh, dude. It was... Do you know what it really was? It was like, imagine if like 10 people watch it a week.
Yeah.
And then fucking it's great. But that I was riding a bike and Smith was like, because it was just the image of... Like, he made the worm thing up. Like, he said it years ago, and it was so fucking funny. And then I said, that's what we should have as a thing, and I sent it out to a few guys, and fucking Jam was the one that had enough time to do it, and fucking smashed it out of the park. But then we're like, oh, there's nothing in the background. We need to fill this spot. He's like, let's have a poster. And I'm like, I reckon we should have the I want to believe. He's like, yeah, but we need to make it our own. I'm like, I want to believe in life after love. And then we laughed for a while.
Yes.
We laughed for a while.
I still laugh when I look at it.
Yeah, it's so fucking funny. It's very funny. And like I did want a lot of fucking worms to go, hey, that poster in the background, what is it? And this is it. Because the fucking level, because not only did I want Cher, I go, can he make it like an alien? And he found the most alien looking photo and then edited it to it, make it look green. Oh, dude, it was
something out of The Fifth Element.
Oh, dude, it was so good. And that's how the logo got made. And once the logo, I kind of made it official. And it, that because like we were saying we're gonna start, and then we didn't have all this shit, but now we're all set up and it's fucking
I mean, every week we try and work on it and try and make something a little bit better.
I think
whether it's a piece of the set or like even just, I think I've got an idea for next week to make the videos run a bit smoother as well. So,
so with the videos, all right, here's a few things. We have YouTube now, so YouTube, the videos they're getting uploaded as quick as we physically can because they keep fucking taking them down. Some say they look the same. Some say use too many wrestling
theme songs. Yeah, we've had a few issues.
Doesn't matter. Just go follow it. If you don't watch it here, go watch it there.
Yeah, I mean, like we've said it before, but yeah, if you watch the ones on YouTube as well, there's no interruptions from
no interruptions
anything like during it. So I mean, like with
with
our earlier ones, when all the worms started kind of following us and stuff like that and subscribing, there was like constant like everything donations during the videos, and a lot of people told us to take it off.
Yeah,
but
and a lot of people told us to turn it up. So it's either, that's like it's pretty dividing. You're either with Fart Boy or you're not. You know what I mean?
So yeah, we decided we're gonna keep that. We're gonna keep him on during the stream. But if you do want to look back and you would like to, look at a part that you may have missed,
Disease Raccoon, will there be any
Blu-rays from Dead End DVD?
Well, the thing is, that's why we're there.
Yeah, we don't have our own booth. We're hijacking his.
We're hijacking his because if he's ever here, if you ever see him, just flush his head in the toilet.
Yeah, just we'll come up to the stall, fart. We'll sign your poster. Maybe buy a DVD.
Buy a DVD if you want.
And then we'll slap you on the ass and give you a kiss on the cheek and say goodbye.
Thank you so much. But yeah, we're going to go buy lapel mice. We're going to do some interviews. We're going to fucking get people to fucking sub and follow. Well,
we're going to have at the desk as well. We're going to have our mixer and stuff. And like, you know, sound effects are ready to go. We're going to have a thing. So you can come up. When we give you stickers, whatever, we want you to say Wunga into the camera, into the mic.
You can press it.
You can press it.
You can press the button.
Yeah.
You can press the fucking yellow button.
Old dick hands over here. His fucking fingers have been on there.
Dick fingers.
Nope. Dick fingers.
Classic.
Couch Howard's biggest fan. I'm bringing a jar to collect the fart.
Oh, wow.
You don't even need to. It'll stick to your clothes.
No, that
doesn't
go away. It still kind of smells like it here. Even though he's not here, he's in. He's
like
in Camelot playing the uke. He's in the dungeon with the goblin, hoping to roll an 8 so I can throw his frozen wizard spell. The only spell that cunt's going to have next time I see him, he's going to have a spell with the toilet duck as I flush that fuck's head.
He hasn't even popped in.
He hasn't even popped in.
What a sponsor.
Yeah,
huh?
what a sponsor. Fuck me, man. And he wonders why Beetlejuice has a Blockbuster hat on. Because a dead company gives us more fucking gives us more love. I hope you fucking watch this back, doll. I hope you feel fucking this big.
Couch Howard's biggest fan. Where's Dead End DVD today? He's playing Dungeons and Dragons.
He's playing Dungeons
and
we
weren't invited, and it was on Couch Coward's night, so that's why we're
He organised it. He organised it on Couch Coward's night. What a dog. But lucky Trent's here. Trent's still our boy. If you want to follow Trent, go on to www.onlyfans. Say Trent Pitchin Tent. .com/come boys. Also, so for the so there's the tiers of like worm, what is it? Worm, epic worm, god tier worm. If you're a god tier worm, tonight I have been using a hanky that's offset, and we will sell it. We will sell it.
Oh, that's disgusting.
Smith says he'll sign it.
I'm not touching it.
Smith is gonna sign it.
I'm not touching it.
My nan gave it to me. It's fucking. We'll snap some pieces off, maybe. We'll might snap it into 4 if you just join it together. Get the powers of the couch. But anyway, I think
it's like a frozen salada.
Anyway,
all right,
thank
guys.
you so much, guys. I fucking love you.
Show Trent's hairy hand. Trent, do you want to give us maybe a...
Trent, get ready.
Do you want to give me a...
High five.
Here we go. No, give it...
Go further
straight
in.
Then.
Further in. Further in.
Go on.
Lean over in the camera.
There we go.
There we go.
All right, there we go.
Long fingy.
All right, we fucking love yous. Thanks again.
Love yous, guys. All right, I think we overstayed our welcome. Love you so much. Bye-bye.
Peace.